Hey yo, are you sick and tired of sitting around on the couch or the bar stool and missing out on the live action? Well, look no further. We got you covered with the help of the official ticketing partner of the Tank Talk podcast, SeatGeek. SeatGeek lets you know what seats are absolute crop and what seats are the best in the house with their unique deal score feature, as well as offering the best ticketing prices in the market. Use promo code TANKTALKPOD, all caps, no spaces, at checkout and get $20 off your first purchase. Download SeatGeek on any iOS or Android devices and go out there and experience the live action of any big game today.
Go Raptors! Yeah!
The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
What up, dude, and welcome back to the Tank Talk podcast. It's Tank Theory speaking into a microphone here out of Emerge Media Creators Co-op, and boy, oh boy, do we have a show ahead here. So before we get into any of that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here, Tank Talk Podcast. Follow us on all social media platforms at Tank Talk _pod. Make sure you're staying up to date with all of our nonsense on our website, tanktalkpodcast.com. So speaking of nonsense, let's quit beating around the bush and cut that bitch down. So to my left, joined by the one and only Brother Bren. What's up, man?
Yeet!
Down since day one, down since.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we hit Raw last night, dude.
Yeah.
How was it?
I'm still buzzing.
I know.
Great time.
We normally sit together, but we had to split up this time. You were actually right up. You were
Hey.
up on the stage.
They were from me to you.
Yeah.
That's how close
Oh,
they were.
dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Live action.
Oh, yeah. Hell of a time.
For the audience, if you didn't catch Elimination Chambers past weekend or Monday Night Raw, last night, don't worry about it. We're going to catch you up to speed. The whole world is talking about John Cena turning heel.
What?
Or, sorry, Donnie, you may not understand. So, Ricky Stanicki.
Ricky Stanicki.
You
Yeah.
know John Cena. We did the little test
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
They figured it out.
Yeah,
They didn't
you
know
remember.
at first. I was kind of disappointed. But,
Well, it was hard to see him.
Yeah, he couldn't see him at first.
but nonetheless, we're going to talk about some wrestling. We're going to talk about the latest going on in the NFL, falling out from the NFL Combine. We got our way too early mock draft 0.5.
What?
We're not going to give it all to you tonight because we got to draw some viewership into the blogs.
Yeah,
We're going
come
to
on.
drop our top 5 each and then release the blog later on in the week. But other than that, Brother Brian, how was the rest of your weekend?
You know, not too much to complain about. It's starting to get a little warmer.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah. What a hell of a time to be alive.
Teasing us a bit. So Saturday, we celebrated Naughty's birthday. Shout out Naughty to turn big 3-0.
Yup.
Didn't expect to end up in Dwyer's that night.
Don't know how we got there.
If you don't know Dwyer's, I just discovered it. Would have fucked that place up back in the day. I'll be
That's the Irish spot, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was in there one time.
No.
With the one time. He doesn't remember.
But I'm glad you had a good weekend, Brother Brandon.
Oh, thanks.
And to his left, you heard him.
Huh?
There's Donnie.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Hey, it was a good weekend.
I know we
Really good
missed you
time.
last week. Catch us up to what the fuck you
Yeah.
were up to.
Where even was? Oh, bruh.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, I was. What was it, like Tuesday, 4:30?
Okay.
I got told I had to move out my crib by Friday.
Damn. I said,
But the
"Get out."
problem was, I was leaving town on Thursday. And this was Tuesday at like 5.
Coach Donnie had to go do Coach Donnie stuff.
We had to go hit some coaching. All right, shout out. We got my boy Cam, Caden, and Jacob went up down the states, cooked up a little bit, slammed some dudes on their heads, how they
Okay.
should be. You know what I'm saying? Representing Section 6. So I had to dip out to Albany on Thursday. So I had Tuesday at 5 until Thursday
Ooh.
to move. And I don't remember even what happened on Wednesday, but that day was off limits,
Dude, you're
basically.
Blacked out.
Yeah.
You're locked in.
So Tuesday, 5 to 5 p.m. to a.m. moved everything I owned.
Unreal.
Yeah, so that's why we missed the show last week. And then, yeah, it's been a busy go.
And from what you were telling me, it's not stopping anytime soon.
Bruh, no, I can't get a break. Tomorrow we out in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, top of the morning.
Up in the mountain.
And then basically it's like time traveling. When you go west,
Yeah.
Just fly there and it's the same time, basically.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. The day never even started.
Especially if
how
you go
that
to
works.
sleep. It's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Just woke up, same time.
Wake up, new place.
So you're
That's
not
the
going
play.
to be here the next 2 weeks, is what you're saying.
Basically, unless, oh, yeah, because the next week I got to head out of town again.
Potentially. Right?
Potentially. The odds are looking high, but, maybe I could do some wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, it's 2025. You could always call in.
Hey.
It's 2025.
Technology.
Fact,
Definitely not out of the picture.
they was trying to get me there yesterday.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, hell nah.
Well, I mean, let's take it all in while we can. If you're listening, just be prepared for all the hating ass shit you're about to hear.
Bro, yeah.
He got 2 weeks built up where he's not going to be able to let it fly. So
It's time to get it out now.
let's do that. But on the ones and twos, we got our guy Aiden. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
I know you got your permit last week. And
Ooh!
you rode it all.
Streets dangerous.
No.
All right, good. That might be
Streets
everyone's
are
safe.
safe.
Still. Everyone's
Streets are
safe.
safe.
Still.
Streets are safe.
Did you have a
on.
good weekend?
Oh, yeah. What do you want me to say?
Sound like it, geez. You have a good weekend, man?
No.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
You just made me change my answer.
Sorry.
I'm trying to tell you I had a good weekend. You say, oh, no. It don't sound like it.
All right, then. Why was it good then? Why was it good then?
I mean, I got a couple rolls, doing some jiu-jitsu. and
Oh, okay,
nothing
okay.
else than that.
Okay.
I don't do nothing.
When he said rolls, I thought he's just out there getting bread. You know what I mean?
I thought he was making some pizza, maybe.
Oh, okay.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
Pizza rolls?
Shout out Anthony. He's not here either. This is his busy time of year, so he's at baseball practice. But he said after, not next week, I think like 3 weeks from now, good for all Tuesdays from here on out.
Hey,
Okay.
let's ride. Hockey's over or no?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
done. They got
Nice.
fucking slaughtered.
Not surprised.
So. But anyways, we're not alone here today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
I figured you've been at David Adams for, I don't know, this June will be a year.
Boom.
And we've been waiting for this moment for the longest time. We've been trying to make this happen. And ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it happen. Because I figured, we talk a lot about football during the season, sure. But this time of year, we don't know what the fuck is going on in the NBA or college basketball. And obviously, March Madness is right around the corner. What are we, like 2 weeks out? We got to know what we're getting ourselves into. Yet another season with the Tank Talk Bracket Challenge. More information will be out next week about that. But nonetheless, let me quit the yapping and introduce our guy, Stavi!
Yo.
Steve.
like that.
What's up, Steve?
I like that. How we doing, Tank?
Dude,
Yeah.
Long overdue.
way overdue.
Long overdue.
Hey, and how's he sound? He sound good?
Sounds
been-
beautiful.
All right,
we've
cool,
been talking about doing this for months.
Yeah, months in the making.
Months. You wanted me on to complain about the Rams.
Why
Now
not?
you got me on to complain about the NBA.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get a rant. don't you?
Let's go.
You'll get an NBA rant.
Buckle up, ladies and
But-
gentlemen.
You know me. I know this is a football pod. I'm a basketball guy. I've always been basketball number one. Football close second. Basketball always number one.
Okay.
This is my favorite month of the year. We got March Madness because we got all you guys, all you football fans will be like, oh, what do I do? Combine's over, nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Now you get to watch some kids try to achieve their dreams and the beauty of a sport called college basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the moment we've been waiting for right here, right now. But, I mean, you said you're a basketball guy. You also have a basketball podcast.
I do.
Okay.
So we're not getting no
Hey.
Joe Schmo. Stavi knows the shit.
Oh,
Shoot
you
a
know,
shoot.
every week, Happy Hour Hoops, we're talking basketball. So I can't wait to kind of bring that over here. I'm brought on Happy Hour Hoops mainly for my ranting and my going off on certain teams.
Okay.
So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you guys think.
Okay, beautiful. Well, I mean, you're going to
I
fit
like
right
it.
in.
I
but
like
just,
it.
Introduce everybody, to, about you.
Yeah. So, name's Steve. Everyone calls me Stavi. I've been working at David Adams for almost 4 years now. Been with Tank
Nice.
there for a year. I've been a nerd my whole life when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
When it comes to video games, stuff like that. I'm a big golf fan. If you don't see me on the links, I'm probably watching some random game that I have money on that I shouldn't have money on. For example, last night I bet on Austin P against North Florida.
Oh.
Tough. Yeah,
I had no idea.
exactly. Austin P against North Florida.
Austin P.
That's the Atlantic Sun Conference Tournament. That was the quarterfinal matchup. North Florida smoked them.
And so
Won by about 30.
You saw that
Okay.
coming or not?
What?
You saw that coming?
Oh, absolutely not. I took Austin P with the points. That bet was dead about halfway through.
Not a good night for you.
Yeah, but nonetheless, like, so I know you got your favorite teams, but
No,
I
you
mean,
don't.
we know who your number one favorite team is. The
Yeah.
next team you're going to bet on.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm a diehard Rams fan. That's where it started. That's where kind of my love for sports started. Football, I grew up right around Greatest Show on Turf. So Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. I was the little kid that was like, I'm just going to pick the best team at the time. I'm going to pick the most exciting team.
That's how
I'm
it goes.
not going to pick the Bills. I'm not going to make my
right.
dad happy and make him proud to have his son be a Bills fan. My dad, that was it. Season tickets for all 4 years. They went. No, I'm not doing that. I'm
about
gonna
it.
pick the Rams because Marshall Faulk's cool and he's fast. I like running backs that can juke out defenders. That's
right.
Yeah.
So I went there, ripped his heart out, and the first Super Bowl I watched was the Titans Rams. I don't remember anything of it. The 1 yard stop. I don't remember anything of it. First one I remember is, of course, the Vinatieri kick. That just that's what a 6-year-old kid wants to see. His team lose to a guy named Tom Brady, some unheard of rookie at the time.
Yeah.
We all been there.
Who is that?
Yeah, and then next thing you know, the Patriots become the greatest dynasty in football, and the Rams have the worst cumulative record over 15 years, which happened to just be my childhood.
Nice.
From age, I think, 7 to 22. So shout out the Rams for that.
Shout out Jeff Fisher.
But we stuck with him. Sean McVay's the savior.
Yes, he
Brought
is.
in Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
I went from hating Matt Stafford at the Lions. I was like, I don't get the hype of this guy. Lions stink. Like, I called him Pad the Stafford.
Ah, jeez.
The Rams go out.
He's not
and get
lying,
him.
though.
I thought you were going to call him Matt Tubbyford or something.
Matt Shitford. I mean,
Matt
there are a
Shitford,
lot of
yeah.
names, right? I was Pad the Stafford. And then the Rams got him. I think I was out camping with some buddies when I got the news. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. We're like a Matt Stafford now.
You like the other guy, though?
It took about 2 weeks. I was like, I love this dude.
Yeah.
I'll run through a wall for this
Locked
dude.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, going from Austin Davis the year before to
What?
him. I mean, come on now. So, and then Stafford, got him and McVay did the thing, beat the Bengals,
Yup.
and here we are.
Here
we
Right,
are.
right.
Happy. I thought I was going to come in here upset about 2 of my teams. Happy because they're actually going to re-sign him.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
We're not going the Aaron Rodgers or Jimmy Garoppolo route. So shout out Rams.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rams.
Rammed
we'll,
up.
We'll definitely circle back to that.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, let's go right into it.
Just do it.
Steve, please catch us up to speed on what the hell. I mean, we'll start with the NBA. Because
NBA.
like I was saying, we've been following along, and we started to dive back in after the Luka trade, which I'm sure you'll break down here in a minute. But so let us know who stinks, who's good, who we should be paying more attention to, and also maybe just fuck these other teams.
Yeah, I
Nice.
mean,
Okay, I
I'll
like
catch
that.
you guys up to speed real quick. So I never claimed to have an NBA team. I was always fans of players. growing
I'm the
up.
same
I was
way.
always fans of players.
Yeah.
'cause
Who's your guy
they
then?
get traded too often. Luka.
Okay.
Luka Doncic was my
Okay.
guy. So before it was kind of like Shaquille O'Neal. I loved Kobe. I loved Shaq from those Lakers teams. I liked Dwayne Wade. I was anti-LeBron. Big anti-LeBron guy. So anyone against him. Loved
So
Dirk.
Quick question:
Yeah.
Who's the first player you really attach yourself to?
Was it Kobe then?
I want to say Shaq.
Really?
I want to say Shaq. I just
Barbecue chicken.
a guy
Yeah,
that big
As a
and
guy.
that athletic. I kind of attached myself to him for some reason. As small as I am, I love the big guys. Yao Ming,
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal,
I get
and
it.
obviously Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Any guys who could do dunks, probably because I couldn't, unless I lowered the hoop to 7.5 feet in the
Oh, yeah.
driveway.
Then you're
I was
360
dunking
windmill,
like
baby.
Vince Carter. But
Stavi.
so I never had a team. So then when Luka came in the league rookie year, I didn't really know anything about him. And I remember I watched, I think I watched the second game of his career. And I was like, this guy, what is
Oh, yeah.
this guy doing?
Oh yeah.
He's like playing in slow motion. He's just this chubby white guy playing in slow motion.
He's awesome.
And he's
Yeah.
making everyone look foolish. And I was like, you know what? I don't have a team. I want to get more into the NBA. I'm like, I'm just gonna claim the Mavericks and Luka.
Oh.
He felt like Dirk. He felt like Dirk again, right? Kind of that same thing. And the first 5-6 years of his career,
Yeah.
that was
Pretty
the
good.
case.
Mark Cuban said he'd
That was the
rather
case.
divorce his wife than
Oh yeah, Mark
trade
Cuban said that.
Luka. Yeah,
And then
they
new
still
ownership
together?
came in.
probably he doesn't own the team.
I
Yeah,
didn't mean to jump the
No,
gun. but-
new ownership came in. Not going to speak his name. I don't mention his name, but I will mention Nico Harrison, who
Oh,
deserves
okay.
to rot in a jail cell for the rest of his life. They came in. And they had to make a huge power move here, trading Luka behind everyone's back at the middle of the night. And you guys know how many times I've probably talked about this? I don't want to even mention that number because everyone was blowing up my phone. It was the night before.
Oh, yeah.
Night before I was going to New Orleans for Radio Row. We were going to New Orleans for Radio Row. We had to catch I think a 4:30 a.m. flight. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed early, get some sleep, be well rested, ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had gotten a new phone.
Biggest
Because I
moment of his life.
had an iPhone SE for like 6 years. Like that was that little toy phone at that point. So I was like, I can't be walking up to athletes.
You were walking around
no
with
one's
the
gonna
button?
Take me seriously. Yeah,
You had
with
the
button
button?
phone. So I was like, I gotta get a phone upgrade. So I upgraded the phone. But I was paranoid. I'm like, I'm gonna miss my flight. My alarm's not gonna go off. I turned all the sounds on my phone on. I was like, I texted Troy. I was like, hey Troy, give me a call. Let me know if I oversleep. If I don't text you by 4:15, give me a call.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we're good. Let's go to bed. All of a sudden, I just hear ding, ding, ding. I'm like, what in the world? What could be going on? It's midnight. Like, what could be going on? It's Shams. Tweet from Shams. I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the classic.
going down.
Luka Doncic traded the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie. I was like, that's not real. He got hacked.
I'm
You got
assuming
sent out.
No, I don't know. It might have been the new phone. Maybe there was
Right.
a bug or
Yeah,
something.
something
Yeah.
going
Let
on.
me close this out and refresh this.
And guys have hacked Shams before, right? When they hack those types of accounts, the first thing they do is like, oh, I'll be funny. I'll just tweet an outrageous trade.
Something
right?
crazy.
So I was like, oh, that's crazy. Everyone in the comments, and it's not just me, but it's like verified NBA accounts are like, oh, hacked. And then Shams tweets 2 minutes later, oh, no, I wasn't hacked. That's legit.
He said, nah, dead ass.
For real. Yeah.
So I can't sleep now, right? I'm going.
Yeah, you're up.
I'm going through it, and it's midnight on a Saturday. Everybody's just text Steve. Do you see the trade, Steve? Yeah, I saw the trade. Of course, I'm trying to sleep.
Who has it?
I got to get 3 hours of sleep before this flight tomorrow. So that's how I was introduced to the Luka trade, which
Beautiful.
not a great way to be introduced.
Yeah.
We're past it now.
Okay. It's good. It's good. I mean, it doesn't really sound like it, but.
No, well, no.
So are the Mavs dead to you?
Oh, the Mavs are so dead to me.
Yeah.
The Mavs are dead to me.
They gotta be
until
cursed now.
Until they cut everyone. Until they get rid of. Not going to mention his name, but the ownership that's currently in right now, he's like Voldemort. I'd rather say Voldemort than that guy's name. And Nico Harrison once he's put in a jail cell, then I might root for the Mavs again. And what sucks because I love the Mavs players, right? You watch a team for 5-6 years.
You start to like the guys,
you watching-
especially
I
after
was
last year's
watching-
run.
70, 75 Mavs games a year.
Jeez.
I got NBA League Pass.
You're watching more games than they're playing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm watching more games than the stars want to play. Because I'm trying to lock in. I'm like, I want to learn about this team. I want to dive into this. I want to be like an actual fan. And then they're like, oh, yeah, the player that made you kind of like fall back in love with the NBA, he's just going to L.A.
Yeah.
He's just gone now.
We're not going to get too much for him either.
AD,
Nah.
first game back, out.
Oh,
I mean,
poor man.
Kyrie was having a hell of a season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's out for the season
he's
now.
out. You see what
yeah,
they made him
actually, with all that happening, let's raise the prices. Take a price.
Oh, yeah.
out.
What?
Up 8%. Up 8%.
They might have a curse going on.
They had to
could do a
offer
curse.
fans refunds for season tickets. This year they were so mad. I mean, it's crazy. The Mavs. I'm done with them.
Okay, so
now,
to reel it back into
Let's reel back
who we're following and who we're not following. Mavs, just get them out of here.
Get him
They're
out.
done.
Okay.
Well, yeah, now AD doesn't even want to play, even if he can't come back because Kyrie's out. He's like, I'm just gonna.
So what am I going to do? Hang around? He's going to be New Orleans
I don't
2.0.
So they're probably gonna even miss the play-in at this point.
Hey,
Let's talk-
hell of a run, Dallas.
Yeah, great job, Dallas.
Hell of a run.
Thank you, Nico.
Let's talk about some actual good teams with some competent ownership. all right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The Lakers, right?
Yeah, the
I
Lakers
mean-
are great. The Lakers have been one of the best teams
are
since the
great.
Luka deal. It's a classic. You don't really need anything else when you got LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the same court. And I will say, as mad as I was about the trade, as just a non-biased basketball fan, it's incredible we get to watch those two play.
It's pretty. They just be swinging it around.
It is incredible. Two of the best basketball minds, not just in terms of like talent on the court's one thing, but just their minds to just help everyone else around them know how the game is just going to flow, know where guys are on the court. I mean, you could blindfold those two, and they'd still probably average 8 assists a game.
Lucas bow, swings it to the corner, not even looking.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that one assist.
Well, yeah, the one to Reeves where
Right to Reeves.
he never looked to Reeves the whole time.
Pass right to the chest. Just
So the Lakers are obviously going to be one of the teams that I think have a legitimate shot to win.
They've been going crazy since they got him.
They've been incredible since they got him. Their biggest, I think, obstacle in the way is that Jackson Hayes has got to play for this team. They tried to make the Mark Williams deal with Dalton Knecht. I think it would have been a great swap for him. I love Knecht. I loved him at Tennessee last year. I think he's a great guy coming off the bench, but they needed a big.
Yep.
Mark Williams was exactly that type of guy they needed. Mark Williams, I mean, no one talks about him enough. It's 7'1". He has the wingspan equal to Wemby's.
Why did he
Most athletic big, and he was super young because he came out of Duke. I think he was drafted when he was 18.
Why did he fail the physical? What happened?
Yeah, what's good with that?
Who knows? Who knows at this point?
Smoking dope.
Who knows at this point? Yeah,
What?
it could be. It could just
asking
be.
questions. I don't
It could just be like he had maybe one too many chicken nuggets. Like, no, that's not gonna
I
do
don't
it.
think he's got that problem.
No,
I'm just-
he doesn't have the Luka problem. Don't worry.
No,
They got
give
Luka,
him
though,
more
so-
beer, damn it. Give him more beer.
But if that trade had gone through, I would have really loved the Lakers. I think now with that they got to play small, and they can get away playing small with the
Yep.
5 of LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, who is I guess just good at basketball.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Austin Reeves
Undrafted.
is a baller. I thought he was just kind of a product of one of those role players around LeBron. Austin Reeves, I think he scored like 40 when LeBron was out with game. He's good.
He's a big guy.
And then they'll play probably like Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura. So everyone on that
I like
team-
Hachimura.
Yeah, everyone on that team's 6'7", 6'8" in that starting lineup, but you don't really have a true big. And I think that might be an issue for them when they play the Thunder, because the Thunder have 2 true bigs. Chet Holmgren, who's an athletic freak, he's kind of just what I call poor man's Wemby, even though I don't even think that's a diss at Chet of how good Wemby is, but Chet is good enough to be.
Well, be careful when you give Wemby flowers. 'Cause there's a certain someone in this room that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't know.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that. But they also Thunder got Isaiah Hartenstein, too. So they got 2 bigs, which could be a mismatch for the Lakers right now. But to be honest with you guys, the Thunder are a mismatch for everyone, probably besides Cleveland. Because no one can really match with those bigs.
Cleveland?
In terms
in the mix?
Cleveland.
In terms of the bigs, yeah. In terms of the bigs. So in the West, Thunder are the clear favorite. SGA's going nuts. He scored 51 last night. I mean,
50 burger.
he's been incredible. He scored 50, I think, 4 times since January 22nd. The rest of the NBA, 2.
You think
they
they'd get it done in the playoffs, though?
So the thing with the Thunder, and
Because
this
they're
is-
all like 21 years old.
They are, but they're ahead of schedule, where they were better than what they were supposed to be last year, right?
Yep.
They ran into the Thunder Killer, a.k.a. Luka Doncic, in the playoff series, and P.J. Washington, too. I got to get P.J. Washington his flowers as a Thunder Killer, but
Yeah.
they were ahead of schedule last year. I think they beat their win total by almost like 15 wins last year. So they're almost ahead of schedule again this year, where the Thunder is a team, they're super young,
Yep.
but they haven't switched up at all. They've played with each other the whole time. Their chemistry is like a team that's played with each other for 10 years. And if you watch Thunder games, you'll see how much they love each other. Everyone calls it their aura or whatnot. I hate that word. That's one of my least favorite words.
like aura?
I don't like aura. No,
Why not?
it's overused. It's overused.
Not a
get
big
it.
Fortnite
If
guy.
I was to be like, hey, what up, Steve, man? Yo, something different about your aura, bro.
Yeah, no, I'll be out on Tank. Right off the bat, I'm like, I don't like this guy. I'm not going to get along with him. But regardless of that word,
He said this aura is just fine, bucko.
the Thunder have that chemistry that you want to see in a championship team. They didn't really switch up any of their big pieces. Everyone kind of plays above their ceiling because of how well they kind of gel as a unit. Kason Wallace, you got Jalen Williams, who has been an absolute superstar. I think he scored 41.
Do they got the same GM they've had since like the KD days? Is that the same GM? Like that guy? If so, that guy's got to be a god.
I think so. I think so. All I know is that they still got about 15 first-round picks.
Yeah,
So they got this team that's 50-11 right now, and they still got about 15 first-round picks next 4 years.
That's insane. So in the West, Thunder, Lakers. Is there one more team?
I'm going to put Memphis.
Really?
I'm going to put Memphis up there. And the reason I put Memphis is I think the West, the Thunder are the clear one, and I think everyone's going to put the Lakers too because of Luka LeBron, right?
Yeah.
You don't really need anything else. You got Luka LeBron. They'll kind of figure it out, and we've seen what they've done in the playoffs. The Memphis Grizzlies feel like the Memphis Grizzlies from 2 years ago, and everyone's just kind of forgetting about them because of the fact that, everyone's just like, Ja's not the same anymore.
What do you mean?
Right. It's like
Because he's not on IG no more.
not that, but you remember the hype for Ja, like rookie year, first year, before everything happened off the court, before he wanted to play GTA in real life.
Yeah, he was basically like Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, everyone that was the hype level for Ja, and now everyone just kind of forgets about it, and because he's not putting up those type of like wild numbers that Anthony Edwards was putting up, that Shea's putting up, but he doesn't have to. Because when I look at the Grizzlies, they got a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C with Jaren Jackson, Ja Morant, and Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane last night, I don't think anyone knows, went 35, 10, and 10.
Desmond Bane.
That's pretty good.
Desmond Bane. He's averaging almost 7 assists a game this year. Jaren Jackson's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year again. Only because Wemby got hurt.
Jaren Jackson's a 2K legend.
Can't
that guy's
mention that.
nice in 2K.
God.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
in 2K.
Yeah, JaVale McGee was my 2K guy back in the day.
But he can't shoot. You need someone who can shoot
Yeah.
nowadays in 2K.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I was a big Mo Spates guy in 2K back in the day. That guy just put him in the corner.
All right, so we got the
That was it Gerald Green. You remember Gerald?
Oh, he
Green?
could
He would posterize that.
Yeah.
Did he have the thumb?
Yeah.
Did he have the thumb in the game too, or no?
What you mean the thumb?
The tip.
The tape.
Well, he don't even got a finger.
I don't know.
He's missing a
I don't know.
finger?
I
He's
think
missing a
that's
finger, yeah.
old enough
There's
2K
no
where
way.
they didn't care about those details.
Yeah.
Probably not.
You're right. That's why it was so good. But anyway, so we got the West covered.
So you're just
And-
counting out Joker, whatever.
I'm not counting them out.
Oh yeah.
I think the West is super deep, and that's the point I was going to kind of get to is matchups at that point. And I think Memphis is one of the few teams that can run with the Thunder if they want. They have athleticism for the Thunder. They have size.
Yeah.
You got Jaren Jackson, who I think he's 6'9", but he plays like he's 7 foot. But you also got Zach Edey from Purdue last year, who's
Big old
7'4",
Yeah.
who's a guy who, if they're playing Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren against you, you can play Edey and Jackson to match. They got the bench depth, Gigi Jackson, Vince Williams, Santi Aldama. They just have a team, I think, capable of giving the Thunder their best shot. When I look at a team like the Nuggets, if Jokic goes out for the game, they're giving up a 10.
They're cooked.
They're going to 10 up run. Like, I like Christian Brown a lot. Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. aren't really playing the level they have been. I know Jamal Murray always steps up in the playoffs.
Especially against the Lakers in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
Every time.
But I look at the Nuggets'
fails.
depth and everything, and I look at the Thunder's size where, like, they're not going to be able to take Jokic out of the game, but they're going to be able to game plan against him.
So let's say you're a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Or let's just say you're a LeBron fan. What teams are you hoping to duck in the playoffs?
Obviously the Thunder, but you're probably going to have to go through them either way, right? I want to say the Warriors.
Yeah?
I was
Yeah.
just about to ask with that whole trade going on.
Yeah, I think they're 8-1 since Jimmy Butler's joined them, and it's my whole thing is I don't think the Warriors like talent may be as good as like let's say a team like the Houston Rockets right now, but the Rockets are inexperienced when you got the Warriors of two of the best playoff performers in Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry.
Yep.
And I kind of look at that as that's not a team I really want to run into. They also got history too, right? LeBron and Steph, they've matched up a couple times here in some pretty big playoff series.
I would say.
Yeah.
So I think the Warriors is one of those teams that kind of stay away from. And then I think the Grizzlies is the other one, to be
Interesting.
completely honest with you.
So
So we're cooked.
I'm not worried.
who's we?
The Lakers.
I'm not worried about.
Oh, and it's we now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'm in. LeBron, bro.
Yeah, it gotta be we.
I'm in for that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your hoodie right now. I don't know.
We
Yeah.
back, baby. Next year is up. Yeah, but not this year.
They got a decent roster.
They do. It's
Raptors
coming
actually-
together.
They got some pieces. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
beside you, Jerry. It's coming
Listen,
together.
I know we haven't been following up on the NBA for a little bit, and that's why that was one of the reasons why we got Steve here. And I mean, shout out Steve for taking time to come.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
just caught me up basically on the whole
we're not
Western
spending
Conference. This
any
is
more
huge.
fucking time on the Raptors. I'm sorry. Like,
Whoa, we didn't even get
I
to the
know
Eastern
enough
Conference
for these-
yet, and I'm going to ask about the Raptors. There's no way. I
Don't
need to
ask me
know.
about the Raptors this year. Not about this. You're not going to want to say.
Just give me real quick. You don't got to break it
Yeah,
down
yeah,
because I want to hear more about March Madness.
Absolutely.
3 teams from the East.
I mean, I think the 3 teams in the East have been the same 3 teams all year long, and it's Cleveland, Boston, and who cares?
Pacers? How about the Pacers?
Who cares?
The Pacers, bro. The Pacers.
Who cares?
suck.
I think Cleveland and Boston have separated themselves so far from the rest of the East. I don't think you have to even worry about a third team. New York
Cleveland
Knicks is
for
the
real?
team.
Yeah.
They are.
Like, I feel like they've had a good record like a couple years in a row, and it's like, they don't really do anything.
So they brought in new coaching this year, which
Yeah.
is a big thing. They're winning games against, good teams, which is something they struggled to do last year. The big thing with Cleveland this year, though, is they found a way to play Mobley and Jared Allen on the court at the same time. That was kind of their Achilles heel the past 2 years. You couldn't play both bigs, and it was just you're not playing your 5 best guys. You don't really know when to play them. Their playoff roster just felt so unbalanced. It felt inconsistent. Evan Mobley's confidence is there. His confidence as a shooter this year has done a complete 180, where the previous couple of years he kind of refused to shoot. He was still defensive anchor, still good player, still could handle his own in the paint offensively, one of the best interior defenders. And then this year, he's like, I can shoot. And he's 7 foot. He's a 7 footer. He could shoot. He could shoot the three, and he does it with confidence, which opens up everything else for them. They got DeAndre Hunter at the deadline. DeAndre Hunter, one of the best bench scorers in basketball, averaging nearly 20 a game for the Hawks as their sixth man, and now the Cavs get that. And that's kind of what they needed for that wing position. They didn't really have consistent offense there when they played Okoro or they played Dean Wade. So now you got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, 4 legitimate offensive options. So the inconsistency on offense, which you saw sometimes with Garland and Mobley, is kind of no longer there because you have so many options. And then you got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, which are just 2 giants that are so good defensively. And there's just so many teams that just can't match that size. So I think Cleveland's legit. They've beaten Boston this year. They've beaten Boston in big games. We saw the Celtics were up, I think,
facts.
25-3. Last matchup in the first
Yeah.
quarter. Jason Tatum victory lapping with 3 minutes to go, or 5
At
minutes
home.
to go in the first.
And the first quarter is absurd.
Insane. In a regular season game,
Yeah.
Tatum, you're the defending champ. Act like it.
The guys
And
that
then
beef.
Cavs come back and win. And not only that, we've seen the Cavs kind of overcome deficits like that, but the Cavs beat the shit out of bad
25-3 is crazy.
Crazy. But the Cavs beat the shit out of bad teams. They will play a team, and you'll look at halftime, and the Cavs are up 78-40. And you're like, what happened? But that's the sign of a championship.
What happened?
But that's the sign of a championship.
Crazy.
Like a championship team can't.
That's all that guy.
They can't fall short. They can't get caught up. A championship team is like, oh, we're better than you. We're gonna just beat you down.
Yeah,
like
not slip up.
you're playing basketball as a kid, right? You go to a tournament and you see another team. You're like, oh shit. Like you already know, like if we get out of the first quarter down 20-10, we're okay. And then they're up 30-8 on you, and the game's over.
You're like,
that's what the Cavs are kind of doing at the start of games. I think that really helps them. Boston, defending champs, probably still the best roster in the NBA. Can't count them out.
Yeah, sure.
You can put the next 3. I don't think the Knicks beat either of these teams in the playoff series. So I'll be honest with you.
Power friendship.
You want
it done.
We do that.
You want to make your futures? You want to make your NBA Finals futures? Just put Boston or Cavs in there.
So,
If you had to pick a winner of the whole league, like who's winning the chip? Who you got?
I'm going with the Thunder this year. I'm going with the Thunder this year. I think the Thunder learned a lot from last year, falling short against the Mavs. I think the Thunder have been the best team in the NBA this year. SGA is playing like the best player in the world right now.
True Canadian.
And they're just that type of team where I don't think teams can match with their size and their versatility of their bigs. Right. And Chet Holmgren being healthy is huge for them. Having Chet, Jalen as your big 3 with SGA, and then still bring in Hartenstein too is another big there. They shoot the 3 well. They can play fast, but they also have, I think, 6 of the top 12 rated defensive players.
Okay. So, quick question.
So nice little nerd stat.
Why not the Knicks? Because I've heard they're not really good against good teams.
Steve, don't even answer that.
The power friendship can only go so far.
I mean, we've seen Carl.
time
Carl Anthony Towns in the
Come
playoffs, right?
Time out. I'm overpowering this. You gave me the answer. I did not want to hear you. I thought we were going to go Lakers all the way. So
I want to.
Thanks for catching us up to speed on the NBA, pal. Appreciate that.
Yo, if we get a Bron
to,
versus
Tank.
Cavs finals,
I would love that.
We need it.
I
Streets
think
need
the
it.
Lakers
That's what you
roster's
said, right?
gonna hurt
That's
them.
what's in your notes.
Hey.
And then he retires and comes out champion at the end of his career. Good job.
I would love nothing more than Luka to get a championship this year as a big middle finger to Nico and to win
That'd
it
be
with
crazy.
LeBron.
Yeah.
I'd want nothing more than that. I think that would be the best storybook the NBA could write this
gotta
year.
find a
Adam
GM
Silver
after
would
that.
be loving his life, right?
Me too.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be lit.
I would be too. I'm not gonna lie. I just think that deal not going through of the Connect Mark Williams swap is gonna hurt him because you're either gonna have to play small against these teams that have the size advantage on you, or you're gonna have to play Jackson Hayes, and you might as well play 4 guys at that.
Call up Dwight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, call him
See
up.
if he's got any
Last time he
minutes
was there,
on his
guess
Billy
what
Billy phone.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to go there.
But all right, but he may not want to go there. But this is where I want to go.
Toronto.
No.
No one wants
to go there.
No, thank you. But we got March Madness, I think, coming up. Not next week, but the week after, something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna
2
be
weeks,
not 2 Fridays from now. No, 3 Fridays from now. 20, or Thursday. So
we got
20th.
we got a little bit of time. We got a little bit of time here,
bit of
so
time.
keep an eye out for the Tank Talk Podcast Bracket Challenge. This year, we don't know. I think we're just gonna stick with ESPN again. But the winner, there's no first place, second place. There's no participation trophies. Winner, we'll get some new Tank Talk merch. That just dropped.
Yup.
Okay.
New
If you're
logo.
interested to see, give you a little peek ski, check out the link in our description. Take you directly to our T Public store. Winner of our bracket challenge will get to pick 2 things.
Oh.
2 new, as we call merches.
Double it and keep it for yourself.
2 new merches.
Okay.
So without further ado, Steve.
Is that Meech? Is multiple merch Meech?
Well, so deer, they don't say deers, right? They just say deer. Even whether it's 1 or 2.
Goose geese.
It's like moose, right?
Moose
Meese.
meese.
Yeah, it's just moose.
There's no
Merch.
meese. There's
No, it's
meese.
just
Merch meese.
There's geese and goose, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he.
But nonetheless,
Yeah.
whoever wins
Okay.
gets 2 things from the store. How about that? So, Steve, I just want to know, you don't got to tell us about SF Austin,
What?
Drake, none of that.
Drake.
Whoa,
Drake.
whoa, don't
I run
say that,
Kentucky
Drake.
Blue on his
Don't
own.
Drake 27-3, Drake.
Okay, maybe
about
pay more attention to
27-3 Drake.
Well, this is why you're here. So, the way we're gonna break it down is just give us a quick glance on the top 5 teams. We don't need to hear we don't need a full story on them. We just
You
need
don't
to
want
know,
the backstory of every player? Nah.
We're okay. But I just need to know who's good, which teams we really need to keep an eye out going into March Madness season.
Yeah.
And maybe 1 or 2 dark horses that no one's really talking
you know
about.
I love
But,
some
I mean,
Cinderella
whatever
stories.
you tell us, I mean, you're the voice of college basketball right now, so we're gonna take everything what you got here.
Well, let's start with, I guess I'll call them like the juggernaut teams, the teams I expect to win it all. I hate this team more than anyone. I root against them every game. Duke's really good. Duke's really good this year.
They got some guy named Cooper Flag.
Yeah,
right?
they got some guy named Cooper Flags going to be first overall pick. And usually, sometimes it works out that way. College basketball, a lot more team-oriented than play-oriented. Like Rutgers has 2 top 3 picks probably in East Bailey. And they're probably not going to make the tournament.
What?
Which is crazy. Isn't that crazy, right? You got 2 potential top 5 picks, you're not going to make the tournament. So it's really a kind of a team-based sport more so. And Duke's good. They got 3 potential lottery picks. So besides Cooper Flag, they got 2 lottery picks. They got this 7-2 big, and then they got this 6'8" stretch forward who could shoot threes, defend. They're the perfect team built for a deep run. This
Got
is
a
a
nice
team
variety.
that they average 85 a game.
Mm-hmm.
They can shoot the 3, but they also they could just drive on you at will. Yeah. They can get whatever they want. Like you start going on a run against Duke, they're like, we're just gonna run. We're just gonna run to the rim.
Okay, so what you're saying is this is the perfect team to either win it all or get bounced in the first round.
I don't think this team. I don't think this team's really. I'm not gonna eat my words here. I don't think this team's capable of getting bounced super early, just because of they got size, they can shoot, they can drive. And Cooper Flag, we talk about how good he is as an NBA prospect. One of the things that's not talked about enough is kind of his maturity level as a basketball player already on the court. He makes the right play every time for Duke, whether it's passing it out of a shot that he maybe could have taken to some guy who's wide open, the way he could dribble, everything like that. Duke to me is one of the I'm going to say co-favorites to win. The other one's is Auburn. Auburn's the most athletic
Auburn's
team.
good?
Auburn's disgusting.
You mean the football school?
I do mean the football school. Auburn, hey, the Bruce Pearl Auburn team, most athletic team in the country. They will just bully you, but they're probably, I think, one of, if not the best offensive team in the country. They only have 2 losses this year, Florida and Duke, who they lost at Duke. They lost against Florida, 2 of top 5 teams in the country. So they don't have a bad loss. They have 16 quad 1 wins. And if you don't know what a quad 1 win is, that's if you beat a top 75 team on the road or if you beat a top 50 team at home. And Auburn has done that 16 times.
Okay.
They play in the SEC, which, so if you're not following college basketball, the SEC right now is the best conference we've maybe ever seen in college basketball. They're projected right now to have 11 teams in the tournament.
They're leaving football and
projected
going
to have
basketball.
probably 6, maybe 7 top 4 seeds.
See, I was about to say, like, I tried telling Roll Tide Willie, man. SEC
Give out PS.
is dead in football. But Roll Tide Willie, you could have basketball. Go ahead. And that's what it's looking like.
SEC took basketball this year. The SEC is ridiculous. You have teams in the SEC that are like 3-12 in conference that went 11-1 out of conference. And they weren't playing, bums in their out-of-conference schedule. They were playing actual good teams. The SEC, I think, is just a tier above every conference. And I think that can be an advantage for Auburn because they've just played those teams for the past 2 months, where you see a Duke team who's playing in the ACC. Outside of Duke and the ACC, Clemson's pretty good, Louisville's decent, and that's about it.
Okay.
They got a little Notre Dame in them.
Notre Dame?
No, Notre Dame stinks.
Nah, I'm saying like the football team, they don't ever get good competition.
No, but Duke also played a good out-of-conference schedule. They beat Auburn. So Duke has proven they can beat good teams. They beat Illinois by, I think, 40 about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Illinois is a South team. Duke's won their last 4 games by 30+. So it's kind of like what I said about the Cavs, where even if you're not playing teams that are that good, you're beating the shit out of them. So it's still – they're passing the eye test, right?
Yeah.
So those are the 2 teams. And if anyone asks me right now, would you rather have the field or you get Auburn-Duke, I think I'm taking Auburn-Duke.
Okay. I think I'm on the same boat as you.
I think I'm taking Auburn-Duke over the field. There's a couple other good 1 seeds. I won't dive into them too much, but the other 1 seed I'm expecting is going to be Houston. I mean, it's the same Houston team every year. It's the same Kelvin Sampson team. If this Houston team just wants to beat you up defensively, they want to beat you 65-50.
Yeah.
They just got dogs on the court. They're just exactly defensive team. They can shoot the 3 better than previous Houston teams, which I like. Okay. They got experienced guards. They got Jawan Roberts, who's been there for 6 years, who's one of the with the whole
Corona
COVID
guy.
rules
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything,
We're
extra
still
year
doing that?
eligibility.
Coronavirus.
These guys, I don't know how they keep finding it. What's the dude? The quarterback from Utah? Oh, what's his name? The name escapes me. But the quarterback from Utah, Cam Rising. He's playing like his 9th year of college football.
Nice.
I don't understand.
There's no way.
But Houston experienced team. It's the same Houston team every year. And then the other 1 seed is either going to be Florida or Tennessee, another SEC school. Tennessee, more defensive than Florida. Florida's more offensive. Florida's big. Tennessee is very good at forcing you into mistakes. Tennessee's a strong team. They're a drive team. They don't shoot as well as Florida, but those are the other, I guess, potential 1 seeds. And then you got Michigan State, Iowa State. Love both those teams. Michigan State, probably the deepest team in college basketball. Okay. They got really good guard play. They are an elite rebounding team, and their bigs can pass, which is a key in March Madness. You got to have everyone on the court knowing how to pass out of double teams, full court press, whatever they're going to throw at you. So I would say Michigan State and Iowa State are 2 other teams. Like they'll probably be 2 seeds or 3 seeds to keep an eye on. But then after that, it's just a mess. From probably the 3 seed down to the 8 seed, these teams are just flip-flopping like crazy. Yeah, it is, because you think of the kind of the conference realignments, right? Mm-hmm. There's no more Pac-12 anymore. Rest in peace to the Pac-12.
Gone.
Yeah, moment of silence for the Pac-12.
Gone forever.
So the SEC has, I think, 16 teams in it. You got the Big Ten. It has about 18 teams in it, right? You got the ACC, everyone's favorite ACC rivalry between California and Stanford.
California.
Like, the realignment has made these conferences just so big. So you just get so many teams where you don't really know exactly where they're going to fall. Because one week they're beating 2-3 top 25 teams. Next week they lost 3 straight. I think it was Oregon. Oregon was ranked like 13th in the country, lost 5 straight games, and then they won 5 straight games. So in the middle, you really don't know exactly what you're going to get. So I really do think this is a year where you just take a couple of those 1 seeds to win it all. I don't want to say make a chalk bracket, but I think you got to at least have 2, maybe even 3 1 and 2 seeds in the Final Four. And right now, I would say Auburn, Duke, Michigan State, and probably Iowa State are my 4 favorites.
Is Michigan State all good now? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to bring all that up, but they all right now? Did they get all that fixed?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I think this year has been kind of
you don't want to know.
Kind of smooth sailing for them for this point.
Just go on Netflix.
Blame Draymond.
That's just
Draymond.
Michigan State guy, I think.
He was.
Yeah.
And then if you want to talk Roll Tide, Alabama.
Don't give a pit about nothing but the Tide.
Minutes.
Alabama, it's the classic Nate Oates team. They're just going to run up and down the court, shoot 55 threes a game, try to make as many steals as possible, blocks as possible. They still got Mark Sears, one of the best guards, most experienced guards, averaging like 19 a game. He could take over any game he really wants. So Alabama, they're probably going to be a 2 seed.
What's up with Kentucky? What's up with their fall off? Why they're not?
I wouldn't say
they're not there no more.
I wouldn't say there's a fallout. Yeah, Calipari's not there. He's on Arkansas, who could barely even make it to the tournament right now.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Kentucky's they're just young.
Yeah.
They're just classic Kentucky, young, inexperienced. You watch them for 10 minutes, and they look like the best team in the country. And then you watch them for another 10 minutes, you realize they haven't scored, and they turn the ball over 8 times. Oh. Like, that's the issue with Kentucky this year. I can't trust them. They're a team where I feel like they could lose any game, any night. They could also win any game, any night, and you see that with their resume. But Kentucky's a team where I look at them, and I'm like, they don't have it. They don't have it this year.
The Cats ain't as wild as they used to.
Also, too, the SEC, like I talked about, is loaded. Like Kentucky usually is like a top 2-3 team in the SEC, right?
Yeah.
You got, Auburn's better than them. Bama's better than them. Florida's better than them. Tennessee's better than them. A&M's better than them. Missouri's better than them this year. So you just have a ton of just super talented teams. Ole Miss might be better than Kentucky this year. Many talented teams in the SEC this year.
What conference? All those teams you listed. What conference they in?
That's the SEC, boy.
Okay, he's paying attention. I just want to see.
He's paying attention.
He's trying to learn.
All right,
we're learning over here.
Let's go. Okay, so what you were just saying, everything that you.
What about Oregon?
Oh, Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Oregon. I just said Oregon's a team that. They were, I think, 13th in the country, lost 5 straight, then they won 5 straight.
That was them, okay.
Yeah.
Oregon.
My fault.
That's
not paying attention.
That's my fault. That was my fault. I was listening to this.
That's the one he missed.
No, I think Oregon's solid. They're just not a team I trust to make a deep run. And a lot of things, too, is we still got 2 weeks, right? You got the conference tournament starting this week, kind of the mid-major, not-so-great conferences. Then the major conferences start next week, usually around Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's when you see these teams kind of almost get the trial run for the NCAA tournament where they're playing a game every day, the game the next day, and you're playing, good competition. And that's when you kind of see these Cinderella teams emerge, like NC State last year. NC State wasn't going to make the tournament.
Oh, they
won the ACC tournament. They go to Final Four.
Yeah.
They had Boss Man D'Lo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
But that's kind of when you learn about these teams, too. It just takes a team. College basketball is such a momentum sport. So it just takes a team to kind of get hot and ride that momentum. And Oregon is exactly that type of team.
And you ever going to get in there?
No.
And you?
I don't want to be first, their conference stinks. They're going to have to win the conference. Oh, the MAC.
Oh, the MAC.
We got the MAC with Buffalo.
Right.
And we got the MAC with Niagara.
I like that.
That conference stinks. That conference is
I'll tell you what, Steve. I mean, if you guys are still listening to this point, I pray to God I hope you are. But if you didn't catch anything that Steve just broke down for the past 40-something minutes, I don't know what you're doing. We're going to have a perfect bracket here.
Yep.
And if you really want to see the reason why I got this man in here to catch us up to speed on everything, Steve, you don't got to go through the whole thing, but just give him a quick scroll at what you guys are cooking this week.
So this
guy's been in the fucking
so
lab.
what we got here.
Audio listeners,
So
you're
we
missing
got
out.
you got your March Madness, right? You got your March Madness bracket. But what my buddy and I did is we do a conference tournament bracket, right? So this thing right here, let me see if I can click on one of these boxes so we could scroll.
Donnie, you're gonna love this.
This thing right here is my conference tournament bracket. It doesn't want to update for me. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. So we have a bracket for every single conference in the country.
How many is that?
I believe this year it's 29.
Jeez, dog.
So you got it. It's either 29 or 31. I can't exactly remember. So we have, and it's a
lot.
whole coded system, right? So essentially what you do, you pick the team you think is going to win, you put an X in the box, and it automatically translates to the other spreadsheets where here's our results tab where every single game that happens in the conference tournaments, you got everyone who's in the pool with their teams they pick, the results, the winners or whatnot. Yep. We got our whole scoring tab and everything. And we've been doing this for, I want to say, 8 years now. It started pen and paper on a notepad.
Oh, nah.
And I was hand counting. So then we moved it to the computer, the Excel sheet, and I was still hand counting, but it was over the computer. And so I was learning about all these random teams. Like I told you, I watched Austin Peay play North Alabama the other night. Like, nobody should be watching that, right?
Nah, probably not.
I'm going to get home and probably lock in for Oakland, Green Bay. I shouldn't be doing that. That shouldn't be on my radar, but it is because of this damn conference tournament bracket we've been running. Now we put my one buddy, he's a real Excel nerd. I'm a little bit of an Excel nerd. This guy, I feel like he created Excel. He's like, I'll put in a bunch of if functions and then everything will go. So you literally just pick the team you want on your whatever your tab is for your bracket. You just press that X and it just goes to every single spreadsheet updates. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. So everyone locks in for March Madness, and they call it, sometimes the best week in sports, which I agree. But right now, this is my true March Madness, is watching these conference tournaments, because there's nothing better, in my opinion, than watching, like, perfect example, Tank, watching the mock, where you got these teams. The only way you're making the big dance is if you win that conference tournament. So every game for them is basically life or death. And it's these kids playing college basketball, especially in these mid-major conferences. They're not going to the NBA. They're not playing after this level. No? So they're giving it everything they got. You get some of the most chaotic basketball where sometimes you feel like they don't even know what sport they're playing. Like it looks like soccer, the way they're kicking the ball, diving on the floor, looks like rugby, but that's the kind of the beauty of college basketball, and that's what drew me to it, is the fact that it's such an emotional sport, and it's such a sport that, it's so based on momentum, where you can have a team that goes 12-18 in the regular season, and all it takes is one or two kids to get hot outside from shooting threes, and next thing you know, they're playing the two most important games of their life, a chance to, go to the NCAA tournament and lose by Duke by 50 in the first round. So that's why I love the conference tournaments. NCAA tournament's great. It's been a little more chalk the past couple of years in terms of the top teams have kind of just been the clear top teams, and I feel like this year we're looking that way with Auburn, Duke. But the conference tournaments, I'll tell you right now, Tank.
Yeah, talk to me.
If you just see a random game on, and most of the, shitty conference tournaments, they'll only put their championship or semifinal games on national TV. If you're just scrolling on TV and you see Belmont's playing Valparaiso, lock in. Lock in. Get on FanDuel, pick a side, and lock in on that game.
There it is. Stavi's coverage of March Madness. I absolutely can't wait for it to happen. I feel like I'm prepped, man. Coming into this, I'm like, okay, I know Duke's all right. Auburn's number one. I didn't know nothing else. And it seems like kind of had the right idea going into it. I feel much better about my thought process going into March Madness, but feel even better after you're breaking everything down for us.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we got any, I'm a player guy, so I want to lock in on a team. Is there any, top 5 picks that are probably, a point guard from the United States that are flashy?
A fun player. I mean,
no. Remember what I said about Wemby earlier? That was your key hint right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like a John Morant type dude, or Anthony Edwards type dude.
So I don't know how early he'll go because of the size, but one of my favorite players to watch is Mark Sears of Alabama.
Okay.
You probably watched this guy for
so
a
I'm
few
in
years.
Bama.
Super athletic. He's super fast. He'll sprint. He reminds me of De'Aaron Fox a little bit.
Okay.
He
Oh,
can
big
shoot.
fan.
He's super fast, super exciting to watch. You got Iowa State. I like Curtis Jones is another one of those. He's a point guard. Curtis Jones. He's been battling with injuries, coming back, so he's been coming off the bench the past couple games. But when he's a full go, he's a fun guard to watch. I mean, I hate saying it, but like you gotta watch Cooper Flag and Duke. You really do. It's such a chalk answer, but Cooper Flag, he's not getting the hype that Wemby got.
Was this guy in the Olympics last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's absurd.
But he's going to
your boy.
have an immediate impact in the NBA. I love watching Cooper Flag play, and I hate Duke. I hate him.
So that's saying a lot.
And then, you got Caleb Love on Arizona. Caleb Love's fun because he is either going to score 30 points or he's going to turn the ball over 8 times in a row.
That sounds like
And
my
that's
guy.
a guy. That's a guy.
That sounds like my guy.
That's a
Let's
guy
go.
you
Give
can
me a
watch.
James Harden right there.
All right. So speaking of, it sounded like he'd be like one of your guys, but let's talk about Steve's guy. To reel it back into the sport that we know and love. And I can't thank you enough for your time, Steve.
Of course.
For breaking everything down, catching us up to speed on NBA and March Madness.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
I got a new favorite team now.
So let's talk about NFL football. So we were talking about last week. We had bad timing on us, but it's training. We had to talk about it. We were talking about best fits or potential trade rumor destinations for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
But we wasted our time. Did all that for nothing because Matthew
Gotcha.
Stafford is back with the Los Angeles Rams. No New Year's got added to his deal, according to Albert Breer. But he did get a significant raise in 2025, which we're talking about. They're set to pay him $27 million this year, Steve. How we feeling?
Sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I'm happy they restructured the deal. It felt like, he wanted to stay there. I never really bought fully into the rumors because I was kind of in denial, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Well, listen, the run you've been on, you had Luka getting
Luka
out.
lost. They want to trade Cup.
They want to get rid of Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
So.
And so I was just kind of in denial, and I also saw that, I guess the rumors were like, oh, yeah, they're going to get Aaron Rodgers. Like, please, for the love of God, if you're going to get rid of Stafford, just suck with Jimmy G and draft someone next year. Don't try to go get Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Stetson Bennett's put it down, so he might
Stetson
be.
Bennett.
Oh, my
I got
gosh.
Stetson Bennett 101 Nike swoosh rookie RPA tank.
go.
I'm all in on
Donnie's
Stetson
up, baby.
Bennett.
Hey, Donnie's clapping.
That's just your boy, right?
37-year-old.
But yeah, it's a sigh of relief to have Stafford back. I say this all the time. I don't really care what the rest of the team looks like. If you have Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, they're going to make it work.
So is Cooper Kupp out or in?
He's going to get traded. I think he's
gone.
going to get traded. It's been very clear that they want to trade him. I hate it because he's one of my favorite players that I ever watched in a Rams uniform. But they're going to trade him. It's Puka time now. It's been Puka time.
That's right.
And I think they'll probably try to get someone in free agency too. But
There's more than enough people out
no
there.
Cup, but they got Stafford, and their defense was elite at the end of last year.
A lot better than
Yeah.
people.
Elite at the end
Don't
of last
sleep.
year.
Don't sleep.
Oh, Donnie, you had him as your Super Bowl pick representing the NFC last year. So what does this
I
mean
did.
for them going to this upcoming season here? I mean,
Right, nothing
everybody
changed.
was waiting for the dominoes to fall, and the first domino of the offseason quarterback-wise was Matthew Stafford. So
And that's huge. If you're going to fall off to Aaron Rodgers, you might as well just miss the playoffs. Like that, Aaron Rodgers is going to get you what? Maybe 9 wins? Matt Stafford has an elite arm, and he battles through any injuries that he has to. And
He's
those
killer rear.
rookies on defense are nice. Yeah. So they lost Aaron Donald last year, but they stepped in, and the Rams draft well. They got the best coach, I think, in the league, Sean
I'll
McVay.
take that.
I'm telling you.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're right back. If it's not the Eagles again, I don't see, like, the Rams are way better than Washington. I don't care what you say.
I mean,
Brother Brent, the thing that we were talking about too is like we were confused about this whole rumor thing because the Rams were the only competitive team the Eagles played in the whole postseason.
The whole playoffs, yeah.
So confused how on Stafford is like, I don't know if I want to be here anymore.
And rumor is if it
It's like
wasn't
3
snowing,
plays.
they were going to win that
if it
game.
wasn't a blizzard, they might win. Now, to be fair, the Eagles did beat them in the regular season too, and Barkley ran for 255 yards, 300 total yards in that game.
pretty good.
So I don't know if they were stopping Barkley if it wasn't a blizzard, but their offense probably would have looked a little better, at least in the first half in that game.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where I think the Rams are in that weird spot where they're like, do we go try to win now, or do we tank? Because at some point Stafford's just going to be done.
Yeah, he's gonna
And
just be
what's
trash.
the plan after that? And I think the Rams have always kind of had that issue of not fully buying into the tank or the rebuild. They always like to trade their picks to try to get someone they. Sean McVay hates first-round picks, and it's worked because McVay and Les Snead, for some reason, just find mid-round gems
They don't go
every
to the-
single year.
They don't go to the combines. They barely pay attention during the draft.
And they just
still
get
make it
guys
work.
that work.
Yeah.
But I think this year, I think we saw enough from Stafford to be like, all right, they got at least 2 years, I think, left in his tank.
One for sure.
Yeah, one at least, definitely one, and I think that's why they restructured the deal because of what they saw in the second half of last year.
Right.
But it's a team where I don't think the Rams ever want to be like, oh, we're actually going to tank.
Yeah.
And I think Sean McVay's always kind of had that mindset. Once he was brought into, like I said, the worst team in football the past 15 years before Sean McVay was brought in, and he really established kind of that winning culture. And I don't think Sean McVay is ever like, all right, we're going to kind of throw this year away. They had the 1 year after the Super Bowl with all the injuries that they had to kind of punt on, but, you can't really predict injuries at that point.
So what's this restructure? Is it he's getting paid more?
He's just
getting
getting
paid
paid
more
more
next
money.
year,
Yeah, that's pretty much what the whole thing was about.
And why'd they let him get that off?
What do you mean?
If he was already under contract?
Yeah, but he wasn't really guaranteed any money
Right.
for the next season or
And
two.
he wanted that guarantee.
Yeah.
And they just told him sure. They
I
just
think
gave it
that
to
was
him?
the right
Well,
move.
so the whole reason why we got in this mess, I believe, Steve, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but he was looking for more money as it was.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole reason why the trade rumor started was that, okay, we're going to let you talk to these other teams, see if they will match or pay you more than us. Come back to it. We'll figure this shit out. If we can't match that or can't give you anything more than that, then we'll let you go. We'll let you hit the market. We'll trade you. But all in all, those situations. I mean, we came out last week. He had the meeting with Tom Brady with the Raiders, this and that, and so obviously now that we know those deals didn't work out.
Apparently he
so.
turned down more from the Raiders too. I saw somewhere. The Raiders offered him
Yeah,
more.
I
and
saw
he
the
said,
Giants
Yeah.
we're going to give him everything he wanted.
Right.
Which
Absolutely.
was scary.
I got to keep giggling about the Giants. I mean,
That's so dumb. That doesn't make
see,
any sense for the
I've
Giants.
told you about this beef that these Giants fans have had with me all.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Leeching on to a
So
37-year-old.
pretty much
is
last
crazy.
season. You remember how they did the off-season Hard Knocks? So they pretty much opened the curtains, and the whole world seen the whole mess, how they handled the Saquon
Shit
Barkley
show.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them, like, we got it marked in our notes. There's on record. Back in July, I said, this team's going to suck. You guys are going to have the top 3 pick. You don't realize how big of an impact this is going to have on you. Well, we fixed the offensive line.
Here, you know
we
what?
got
I'll
some
show you. I'll show you.
playmakers. We got some playmakers.
We got Tyrone Tracy.
They didn't even have him at that point yet.
Oh.
Yeah. And so then, long story short, we kept receipts, and we went over them the show after the Super Bowl. And we're talking, everyone's on board.
Yeah.
That video's got like 17,000 views. And so it's not even just me shitting on all of them.
Right.
The whole world is. So I don't really have a problem with the Giants. It's just the fans. But I mean, that's a whole nother story. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, Rams I gotta be feeling good.
I am feeling good.
Gotta be feeling good.
Yeah,
Outside
I
of
think
Philly,
I'm
who do you think is better than you?
in the NFC right now?
NFC, just NFC.
The Eagles for sure, and I think the Lions still.
You think the Lions?
Yeah, I mean,
Lions are banged up.
the
Lions
Lions
are
were banged
pretend,
up at
bro.
the end of the year. The Lions, I just think from offense and defense, both lines are elite, and the Lions they make it so easy for Jared Goff with everything. Jahmyr Gibbs is only going to get better. Amon-Ra St. Brown's only going to get better. You know, you lose a guy like Aiden Hutchinson, that's a big impact. on
That's
the team.
huge. Yep.
And I don't really overreact too much to how they lost that playoff game to the Commanders. It just,
Wasn't meant to be.
yeah.
But speaking of the Commanders, they just made a big move the other day.
They did.
They put their left hand up. Who are we?
The Commanders.
Who is Deebo Samuel?
A
commander.
All it took was a 5th-round pick
That's
That was
crazy.
for the
surprising.
Commanders to get Deebo Samuel, which, okay, he not coming off his greatest season. I think he led the league, or he was up there, most drop passes on the season. But nonetheless, I mean, what a poll for the Commanders. We're not even talking about the fact that they traded, what was it, John Dotson? That's who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second.
For something like that. And they got Deebo Samuel for a 5th. So that is just insane. But nonetheless, Huge move for them. This is our first time seeing, Scary Terry alongside an actual stud of a receiver. So I don't know. It's going to be tough to defend the Commanders. It depends which Deebo they're going to get, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
But if you're looking at it, it's just a hell of a move by the Commanders, and what a safety blanket for Jaden Daniels going into the next season. Donnie, I see that grin. We're not going to hear from you for another 2 weeks.
Go ahead.
Bruh, they're putting together the old Vengers over there, bro. We got Deebo's old self. Scary Terry's getting old.
Okay.
We got Bobby Wagner's 1 billion years old.
Free
We
agent.
got Austin Eckler's over here, 87
agent.
years old. They're putting together the old Vengers. They got Dan Quinn over there, the coach 70 billion years ago for the Falcons over at the Seahawks. Come on, bro. All we got is VR training, and that's it.
What are you talking about?
They got the most money in the league. They better splash out in free agency because Deebo is cool. That's cool. But he better.
You see the boom box already?
Who they going to be playing? Some Wale? Wale's,
I
Wale's
didn't
over
think
there.
of that.
Yeah, that's
I
Wale's
didn't
spot.
even think of that. But no, you imagine looking at that roster 3-4 years ago, bro? Insane.
Oh, well, yeah. If you got that 3-4 years ago, they look like a super team.
Yeah, I mean, still, I think they're going to be all right. We still got the draft, like you said. They still got a bunch of money they can spend. But Steve, while we got you here, what's your thoughts on the Deebo heading to Washington?
I'm happy he's not on San Fran because I love Deebo. I hate the 49ers. So I
Look at him there.
I can actually root
I'm
for
with you.
Deebo now. I
Yeah.
can't stand the 49ers.
Deebo cares, too.
But I think he's kind of that perfect fit for Jaden Daniels where Jaden can run around and Deebo can kind of be that guy, almost like a safety blanket, but a guy who's so good after the catch.
Yeah.
Where Deebo, the problem with, I think, last year in San Fran, they just had so many injuries where Deebo's kind of forced to start running more downfield routes. He can do it, but he thrives in kind of those underneath or little pitches to him. And, you look at the Commanders, Austin Eckler's getting old, but a guy who can kind of take on that role, even though he's not a running back, but can take on that short passing role, screen passes, is Deebo. Brian Robinson can't really do that. He's all right at it, but that's not really his strength. So I like the fit. I think it's going to be a great fit for Daniels. And like you said, too, for Terry. He's probably still going to get doubled when he goes downfield, but at least he has someone else.
Well, they're saying Deebo was on his Luka last season. They said he was overweight.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I
He
heard
commented, too. He quote tweeted that or something. He said, 225, and I don't care.
Who cares?
I kind of like that mindset.
I'm with it.
He said all
been a
good
big
things to
fan of
San
Deebo.
Fran. I saw him post out. He was nothing but love for San Fran, all the coaches, GMs over there. Debo's cool.
Yeah,
I like Deebo.
It's kind of crazy because he's still under 30. But it felt like it was got to the point where, because he's been going on this for a couple seasons now, I think it was just good for a refresh, even just for the Niners where they're at with their contract situations and all that. So, I don't know. But if you're Brandon Ayuk, bro, because obviously he used to play college with Jaden Daniels, and there was that infamous
I didn't think of
FaceTime
that.
last year I think everyone forgot about.
Yep.
Oh,
Yo, we got to get you over here, bro. We got to link up. How do you think he feels? He sees his buddy Deebo
Yeah, he's
going into
sick.
the next season. But speaking of which, though, Brandon Ayuk, they said they're opening up. They're opening
Teams
to
are
trade him,
interested.
too.
I'm surprised teams are even interested. He's not the youngest guy with the ACL. You know what I'm saying? I like Ayuk a lot. But with the torn ACL, give me a year until I
Well, it
trade for
depends
him.
if he gets Cardi B, though.
Hey.
Remember you saying a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, circling back to that, shout out
an
Bean.
update?
No, I don't got no update on the Cardi B yet, but Bean getting a second for Diggs, and then all these other guys going for way less is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah. Fifth for Deebo, Devontae Adams. I don't remember what he was.
Oh,
He's cut now.
Yeah, now he's free
Yeah, but it's
in the darkness somewhere.
it really is crazy now that you put that into perspective. One of the reasons why Deebo went for a fifth was because this is obviously his contract season.
Yeah.
I mean, so was Diggs.
yeah.
And everyone was
Yeah.
remember everyone was pissed that they only got a second.
I
I was like, this is good.
That's typical. I got love for the Bills. Pay the bills, okay? Got love for the Bills, but some of their fans, bro, we know how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
We're surrounded by
Yeah,
it.
we know how that goes. But yeah, look, I want to see who they end up taking in the second round too. If it's gonna be God forbid, Isaiah Bond or somebody falls back or something. That's not gonna be too bad.
You mean
So-
the fastest guy ever?
Oh,
Oh yeah, he ran the. Yeah.
I'm beat that record.
Psych.
Not even close.
But the
Circling back,
craziest part was he didn't even have a bad 40.
no.
He ended up getting what, like a 4?
I think it was a
4.4?
4.42
Something in
or
that
something, or
range.
4.41 maybe.
Someone else beat him at the combine, right?
His own teammate
yeah.
was faster.
That's
Matthew
right,
Golden,
yeah.
did he have the fastest one, right? 4.3?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
4.3, and he ran like a 4.45 or something.
Something
we doing?
going on in Texas, bro. Why are they running so fast down there?
Why you say you're faster and you're not? You should know this.
But they got bad
Makes you
clocks.
look bad.
Maybe the batteries were dying on his stopwatch.
Makes you look bad though.
Hey, y'all recheck your stopwatches.
Circling back to the Deebo thing, though, and you being a Rams fan, you seeing Deebo goes for a 5th. What does that make you think about Cooper Kupp?
Caught him.
It makes me think he's gonna go for like a 6th-round pick at this point.
And what's the point at that point?
That's what I'm saying.
Go.
I don't
Keep him.
I feel like they already burned that bridge with how adamant they were about trading him, how public that was.
They said, yeah. Nice knowing you.
What was the
Pack your
problem
bags.
with him? What's
Well,
the problem
they
there?
Rams already said if we can't get a deal done, we're just going to cut him. So I don't.
So let's just throw away our leverage.
It's got to be a
Nice.
salary thing.
I was about to say, it's gotta
my
be
guess.
money.
It's got to be a salary thing.
He doesn't want to go down.
Cup's also been dealing with injuries the past 2-3 years.
Forever.
You talk about Deebo.
Oh, yeah, my dynasty
Kupp
teams know.
has been as hurt as anyone. He
Yeah.
came up 3 years ago. He had one of the greatest single season receiving seasons in NFL history, probably second to Kelvin Johnson,
Yep.
and carry that over into the playoffs, and then probably had the greatest postseason we saw from a receiver. And since that year, it's just been
Downhill.
He had the half season, then he played like 3 games. This past year,
On and
just
off.
battling back and forth. So I think the Rams are just kind of like, it's not worth the money at this point. So if they can get a pick for him, I think they're happy, but I wouldn't be shocked if they cut him. It sucks because it's one of my favorite players, but the way he runs routes too, the way he's built like a receiver, he's not one who's just going to bounce back from an injury.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
IR legend.
I mean, the wide receiver market is like on fire right now. We're talking about all the guys that are about to hit free agency.
Yeah.
We're talking about like Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper. A guy who's not going to hit free agency. He's got franchise
Boo.
tagged again.
Bruh.
Bengals yet again tagged T. Higgins, but since the numbers went up in the salary cap and all that, he might not be back then to get tagged. 26 mil.
26 mil is pretty lit
I
for
think
a wide
last
receiver.
year was 23, 24, something along those lines, but
Still not bad. It's
yeah,
crazy
so
that's
the
26.
The franchise tag deadline was 4 o'clock today. I didn't see nothing else that came about it, but Sam Darnold was on the. He was in talks of being one of those guys that was going to get hit with the
Saw
tag.
that.
He cleared it. He's going to be free agent.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the Vikings.
I want to see T on another team. I'm tired of him
I think
on the
we've
Bengals.
Yeah.
all been saying that.
I think he can be a 1.
Okay,
We
good.
all do.
I'm glad you brought this up. 'Cause we were talking about this 2 weeks ago.
He'll kill
We're
on
running
the
through teams he
Patriots.
could be wide receiver 1 on. Who do you think?
How many teams?
How many teams?
I don't remember how
I'm going
many
to say
we
like
named.
12.
I like that
Do you
number.
guys say about 12?
I can't remember what we said. There was a lot more that he can't be a wide receiver 1 on. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to.
I think obviously New England, he can be a 1 on.
Yeah.
But he's the 1 on Buffalo if he came to Buffalo.
Yup.
Yeah.
You sure?
Respectful.
I'm joking. God,
I
they
would-
looked up.
I don't want to dive through all the teams because you guys already
There's,
did that.
there's a lot. Well, I want to get your opinion, Steve. That's
All
why
right,
you're here.
all right, I'll
Guess
we'll
has the
rapid
floor.
fire
Hey,
through
we
it.
got time.
Not Miami, not Jets. I still like Garrett Wilson a lot.
Yep.
North Steelers, he can be a 1.
Steelers.
Baltimore probably can be a 1.
Yeah.
Cleveland
Oh yeah.
be a 1.
Browns.
So that's
Yeah.
5, right?
Oh yeah.
We got AFC South, not Houston.
Oh,
Definitely Tennessee.
yeah.
Unless
for sure.
Westbrook Akine wants to score a touchdown every week.
Yeah.
I don't think he can on Jacksonville. I think I'm taking Thomas. I think I'm taking Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I can see that.
Indy, I love Michael Pittman.
Oh, here it goes.
Say it.
Bro, there's no way Michael Pittman's better than T. Higgins.
I think I take T. I think I take
I'm
T.
not mad at it. I'm not mad at
I
it.
think I take T. So that's 7, right? We're three divisions in. Kansas City.
Yes.
Yeah, he's their 1.
Uh,
Chargers. I take him over Ladd.
Yeah.
Take him over
Unfortunately,
Ladd.
yes.
So, yeah, I lowball. They were already a 9.
Yeah, we're hitting over.
Raiders, we call him Bowers the 1.
Oh,
Because I'm not taking anyone over Bowers.
well, we'll just take him with the tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, wide receiver, yeah, I take him
Yeah.
as the 1 on the Raiders. And then what we got? Broncos.
Yeah, that
Take
whole
him over
division.
Sutton,
Yeah.
Right? That's 11.
I think he might be a free agent too.
Sutton's free
Gordon
agent.
Sutton? Thought he was on his last year.
No, I don't think
I
so.
could be wrong. I don't know.
Dallas,
He re-signed or
no.
something.
Washington, I say no. I think I take Scary Terry over T. But I think they're right next.
Donnie don't.
Yeah, they're close.
I think they're right next to
They're
each
close.
other.
T's nice.
I think T's situation has been so much better than Scary Terry.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Well, so that's obviously over, but I guess the point I was getting to was like I think there's still a possibility. I've seen the rumor floating around where he could still get traded. It would just have to be like one of those sign and trade type of deals. And they're saying New England might pursue him. Chris Godwin is also in the mix for New England as well. I'm interested to see where he may end up because it's like New England and Washington, they're going to be throwing the bag.
They got the
Yeah.
money.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
going to be throwing the bag, and I'm not even thinking about the other teams who are up in terms of salary cap, but in terms of teams with cap who need receivers, Patriots going to be hunting.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like it might be an appealing location for him mainly because of Drake May, bro.
He's good.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, he's nice.
Godwin would be the perfect fit for him, too.
No, 100%.
That'd be perfect wide receiver put with me. A guy who could just eat up 150 targets.
Yeah.
Chargers are top 5 in cap space.
Chargers are?
yeah, Chargers are
I
sneaky.
can see
That'd
them
be a
going
nice
after
fit,
a
too.
receiver.
I get Joe Alt was a kind of a home run pick for a lineman. You needed the line help. I wanted the Chargers to get Neighbors or
Would've been
Doomsday
sick.
so badly.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Although Ladd was for
That was great.
the
Where-
value of the pick.
yeah.
Getting
He's in the second round,
and
right?
Not
him.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So avoid that first round bonus too. Golly.
Yeah.
That's good.
If only the Bills would have listened to me.
I think we just got to start picking guys who go to Georgia at this point. If you
It's a
go
good
to
idea.
Georgia, just take them.
That's-
I mean, look at
That's what the Eagles did with their
Bowers.
defense.
Yeah.
And look what
Bengals
happened.
defense.
Just, if they go to Georgia, they're a home run. Brock Bowers, Georgia, home
Yup.
run. Just
Boom.
take guys who go to Georgia. You're good.
Stetson Bennett.
Hey, home run if he gets the opportunity. People forget he threw. People forget he threw 5 picks in a preseason game and still led him back for the comeback victory.
If you can come back from that, you can come back from anything. That's what I'm saying. All right, Steve. You want to stick around, or you got to get up out
I'll
of
do
here?
whatever you need me to do. Tom.
It's up to you, bro. I really appreciate your time here. If you got to get out of here, you can get out of here. But if you want to stay, you can stay.
I'll
Feel
let you.
free.
I'll let you guys have your mock draft. Your mock .5 draft.
Yes.
All right.
Way too.
You can get in on a taste test.
I don't got a mock draft, but I'll listen.
All right. I got a taste test
I don't know,
for fun.
guys watching, listening. I don't know where this is going.
I just,
No
you
one
know,
does. He just brought it up.
We were talking about the foot-long Oreo the other day, right?
And you would dome it.
And what?
That's what you said. You would dome the foot long.
Pause. No, you said that. I said 6.
You said what?
Pause. So what I got
Sorry.
are the Post Malone Oreos.
What?
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
I heard they're gassed up. Here, pass these guys that way.
Yeah. You split
Grab
those.
one out of there.
The Post Malone
Look at
Oreos.
the- yeah. I
What
heard
does
these
it
are
taste
fire.
like?
Salted caramel?
Sawdust
sounds
and
good.
beers, apparently.
Salt.
That sounds good.
Unfortunately, I did have these yesterday,
And
Oh,
they're
so
fire
you-
or
which
no?
is crazy. But I'll have another one.
That's a good sign.
Those look wild.
Hey, then we got one for the taste test? Yeah.
You don't want one?
I'll get a taste test. Might as well.
I'll pass it back to you. It smells like cigs, I'll be honest.
Tastes like six
It's,
too.
it's a combination of Bud Light
It
and
actually
Marlboro.
does smell like cigs.
Tattoos.
Just, yeah, just leave them there.
Yeah. So I don't really have a game plan for this. We never did a taste test,
Two
but
different
first
cookies?
time.
Just
Look at
don't,
this.
Just
This
don't
is
eat
crazy.
in the microphone. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Just don't.
All right,
Oh,
so
there's
I
more?
I think we just bite it and then we could rank it out of like
Is there
10.
peanut butter? Oh, no, it's caramel, right?
caramel.
No,
It
no
smells
peanut
like
butter. Because I read the thing, I was like, oh, well, someone could die from that, I guess.
Oh, maybe Steve was allergic to peanut butter. You just didn't know.
That's
He just handed
it,
him
yeah.
peanut
About
butter
to,
Oreo.
about to find out.
All right, here we go. I'm going full thing.
Full thing. Mm-hmm. How you gonna?
I'm all in, bro.
Just take half, and then you. I'm gonna have some, but I'm gonna speak on my opinions on this. It's good. Now, first bite, I was like, "Where are we going with this?" And then after getting into it, I was like, "Okay, these are actually not that bad as long as I know what I'm getting myself into." because it's very different from the normal Oreo.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Feels like late Saturday night. I just had me a full dart. Just took down a couple Bud Lights, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A little sad. A little sad.
Not feeling like a sunflower.
You know, more like it's so cold and it's so cold and it's all for you. You know what I mean?
And that's my Saturday nights. Yeah, you get it.
What I was.
That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like White Iverson right now.
Yeah. I like.
It's not bad.
Just
Not
some
bad. A little
random
sweet.
flavors in there.
Yeah.
A little sweet.
I would
Might be
agree.
too
I think I'd only have a couple of these, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
I think that's the good thing about it.
How many come in the pack?
yeah.
4.
Yeah, Oreos.
Yeah.
Original, I'll have
Got up to
those.
the counter and he was like, I'm pissed. I can only find them here. I was like, oh, okay, that's a good
Wait, why is
sign.
my nose itching right now?
Was that? That's actually the cocaine that's in there. So, gotcha.
I mean, that's
Gotcha.
That's the Post Malone Oreo, baby.
It'll be a wild second half, baby.
I don't mind it. It was all right. Out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
4 stars.
How many booms would you give it?
4.2 stars. Oh.
Boom.
Yeah.
we getting 5.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Shout out Rizzler.
Steve, appreciate you hanging out with us, giving us being a part of the taste test. That was like,
Yeah.
And I want to let you guys know. So the running bit at work is that Steve never goes out anywhere. So this is like a huge moment right here.
Okay.
This is huge.
They call me Antisocial Steve. You know that.
It wasn't anti today, man. You laid everything down for us. Caught us up to speed on the NBA.
Anti-social Steve stands
Well, that's
for.
the thing. You're talking about basketball. That's what I do when I'm antisocial. I just go home and bet on basketball.
And, this is the perfect platform for you. So everyone give it up to Stavi. Thanks for coming, brother.
I appreciate it.
Man's got me locked in for the first time on a team in March. Man, I'm all in on Bama. Let's go.
Let's do
Don't
it.
give a piss about nothing but
Don't
the
give
top.
a piss about them, but the
Yeah.
top.
Can we schedule you in every year? Like, can we do this?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
Okay. Because I would like that. Learned a lot today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know more about March Madness today than I have my entire 28 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28
Hey, I'll
years
share
away.
you the spreadsheet next year. You really want to learn about it.
Locked in.
Get a
Numbers
board
start
or
going
a
far.
red laser. Just
Hell yeah, dude.
do the whole thing.
Oh, actually, before are you leaving or staying?
Yeah, I'll let you guys have
All
your
right,
mock
one last thing
Yeah.
before you leave. I forgot to mention this earlier. Do you have any information on Montana's very own Money Williams?
Money Williams. I don't have anything on
So
money.
I'm gonna add into your information
let's
and
do
your
it.
notes. Money Williams, Montana.
Money Williams.
Keep an eye out.
I'll look out for it.
Greatest college hoops name of all time.
Okay, that's why you like just the name.
I'm in. So sometimes it's
Nothing
that
else.
easy.
Just the name. What's Money doing?
This is number 300.
Is he?
It's a good question. I actually just learned about him, so I'm. He does go to Montana. I know that.
Well, he's in the Big Sky.
Yeah,
So that's
he's 6'4" guard.
okay.
Oh.
Hey, let me pull the numbers up.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Averages 13.5 points a game.
All right.
So he's a
He's
guy.
a little bit of money.
3.6 rebounds a game, and he facilitates 3.1 assists a game. Shooting percentage 40.6%. He don't miss.
That's not too bad.
So,
Let's see.
Money Williams.
Montana right now tied for first in the Big Sky. They win
Okay.
that conference tournament. We might be seeing money in the tournament.
You're there first.
Is that a first round upset? Like 14 seed Montana?
Absolutely. I'm in.
Hey, if they make
I'm
the
in on
tournament,
Montana.
we might have to take it just for that.
Money never sleeps.
We don't have no women's basketball. No splashes this year for that.
Hey, listen,
No?
I know, guys. We respect women. It just hit me now.
And it's March. Come on.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering.
that's on us. That's on us. We didn't mention anything in the women's tournament.
USC.
Okay, that's it. Juju Watkins.
USC's legit.
Well,
Is
Paige
that Watkins,
Buckets
USC.
just-
Yeah, UConn's always good.
All right.
UCLA's good.
You see the one
See?
big girl killing it?
The what?
Excuse me?
The bigger girl killing it?
Oh, Crooks.
I don't know what her name is, but
Iowa
she's
State.
like a power forward.
Crooks.
Look
Oh
like
yeah, she hit 36 and 10 the other night.
Wallet.
That is.
Oh yeah.
That's something. That is something to keep an eye on.
So
I think it's
my Twitter timeline.
Aubrey Crooks. I think her name is. She can score.
Okay. It's something to keep an eye on.
Oh yeah.
And listen, again, We respect all women. Maybe next week we'll talk about the women's tournament. Dude, this whole episode dedicated to it.
Just throwing that out there.
Spreadsheet. I'll make it out with a
She's on it. Yes.
All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Hey,
well, thank you for having me.
Stavi! Gotta have you back on again soon,
Absolutely.
brother.
Absolutely.
Let's do it, man. Let's catch you tomorrow, dog. Boom!
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Way too early.
0.5.
Mock draft 0.5. So let's get the ball rolling, guys. So
The ball.
obviously coming off of Combine weekend, right?
What?
I know Donnie watched from start to finish. So did Brother Brent.
That's all I did.
Yeah, that's all we did. But I thought it was a good idea because normally we just do the mock 1.0, 1.5, and then the 2.0, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I thought we would get ahead of the curve, see where everybody's mind is at going into, the follow-up of the NFL Combine. There's a lot of rumors floating around. Like I said, we're full-blown into lying season. A lot of rumors getting spread. They're saying Shador Sanders too big for his bridges. He doesn't really give a fuck. Cam Ward. A lot of these bigger name guys that are going into this draft didn't really work out or anything, but we forget the whole premise of the Combine. That's to get the medicals for the players, the prospects to get the interviews done. The workout's just the cherry on top. The real workout days, they're pro days. But enough of the yapping. I'll kick us off here, fellas. So my way too early 2025 NFL mock draft 0.5. You got to keep in mind the way I'm setting this up. It's just just based off of what I think each team needs.
Yep.
Based on their situations. I take into consideration some of the rumors and all that, but we know, like I said, it's line season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So each of us are going to go through our top 5, right? Our top 5 picks. You can't give everything to you all at once.
Yeah.
You wanna go
We'd be here all
1,
night.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be fun.
Right?
Excuse me?
We can do that. So if you want to look at our full mock draft 0.5, all 32 picks, head over to tanktalkpodcast.com. It'll be up in the blog section sometime this week. And if you're watching this later on in the week, it's posted now. But if you're watching live, it will be posted down the road.
Bow.
Oh, yeah.
Later this week. So I'll kick things off here. So my first overall pick is for the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
They keep the pick.
Okay.
Pick is in.
Congratulations.
Tennessee Titans said they weren't going to pass up on a generational talent.
Okay.
To me, these quarterbacks in this class, if you were to put them in last year's class, they may not even be scratching the surface. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
So they're not taking a quarterback.
No.
They're going to take their chances on Abdul Carter, edge rusher out of Penn State. Obviously, an explosive pass rusher. Okay, we get that.
Oh, yeah.
Just an absolute dog. An absolute building block pillar for this Titans defense going forward. What say you, Brother Brent?
Me?
You.
All right. So, first pick of the draft. I also have the Tennessee Titans sticking and picking a generational talent
Stick pick.
in Abdul Carter.
Okay.
Quarterback, it's the Titans. They're going to fuck it up somehow. Let's get generational edge rusher to get to the quarterback.
There has been
It's an
rumors.
important position.
It is.
We're saying there has been rumors of the Tennessee Titans potentially looking to trade out there. The Giants might be looking to trade up number 1, but
We'll see.
I just don't see it. Right
Listen
now.
to it.
Right now, I don't see it.
Listen to a lot of Colin Coward. He says you need 5 things: quarterback, someone to block the quarterback as a left tackle,
Yep.
someone to get to the quarterback, that'd be your edge, and a weapon.
Well, that's
Might have missed something there. I don't know.
I was counting with you. I don't think I miscounted here.
Something like that. But yeah, it fits the bill.
Go over that again. I just want to make sure.
no,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. My first pick in the .05 mock draft here with the overall number 1 pick in this year's draft in Green Bay. Ask me how I know that.
How you know?
How you know that? Yeah.
The Tennessee Titans
Good name.
select Cameron Ward, Florida. Miami, Florida.
Okay, I was going to say. All right. You're in the ballpark.
Close. Yeah, I think they gotta go. Can't shoot for the fences. Do you want to be some bump? What are you gonna do with a D end? Lose more games with Will Levis? Come on, take your shot. Look at what what's his name's son, the Giants GM son said last year. Do you want to win or you only get this job one time? Yeah. Shoot your shot. Get Cam Ward. It's a new coach over there, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh well.
New coach.
GM.
New
There
coach
you go.
last year, new GM, yeah.
So there's a shit show.
And last time they did that, they
why
they
they're
traded
picking
away AJ Brown, yeah.
All right, so moving on to the second overall.
Nice.
Got the Cleveland Browns. They're sticking and picking.
Brown Town.
Get it picking.
Browntown for sure because they've been absolute shite the past couple seasons.
Just left Brown Town.
Yeah. Oh, they're in Browntown for sure. And, I think it's the writing on the wall that they just this whole Deshaun Watson thing, they fucked it all up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They need to start fresh. I do think they are going to sign a veteran quarterback in the offseason.
Oh.
Aaron?
Who knows? Because money's going to open up with all this new alleged stuff happening with Deshaun Watson dancing on the TikTok when he should be rehabbing. But that's a whole nother story. Nonetheless,
Gotcha.
I got the Cleveland Browns sticking and picking quarterback out of Miami, Cam Ward.
Cameron.
Okay. We can rip through it. I also agree.
You copy and paste.
This guy just said, you got to at least switch one of the answers. Come on.
I have not seen his picks. And I would hate for us to have the same top 5. That'd be great, though. We might be on some.
I swear, I know we don't because
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I got a surprise coming.
If Cam Ward was available at 2, I could see it. But he's getting taken 1. Tennessee, baby.
Well, I think it's going to be Carter, Ward 1, 2, no matter if it's...
My other team.
Next up.
It doesn't
Not what I got, baby.
Doesn't matter the teams. I think they're 1 and 2. But what do you think?
What you got, Donnie?
With the second overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Green Bay, Wisconsin,
I think we got
the Browns take Travis Hunter.
At 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rep Travis Hunter, you get a cornerback and a weapon all in one. They need like literally everything, so
They do. I get
why
it.
not?
I get it.
I wouldn't be surprised with that.
Cornerback's in a very important position too, I would say, in the NFL.
Especially depending on if they end up trading Myles Garrett too. They could have an extra first-round pick later on. So I could see them be like, all right, we can sit on the quarterback for a little bit. We don't fully believe in Cam Ward or Shador Sanders, so we'll sit back. We'll take the best player right now, and then we'll circle back to quarterback later on. I can see it.
And I figured, like, I saw the edge guy there, and I was like, nah, I just don't see them doing the Myles Garrett thing, having no success, and then being like, let's do it again. You know what I'm saying?
It is the Browns, though.
So it is the Browns, and
You never know.
yeah.
So, third overall, the New York Giants. They could go different avenues here. Okay?
Yeah.
It is
But
the
I
Giants.
I think they're looking at the board. Remember what I was saying last week? I know shit has changed with the whole Matthew Stafford thing, but I still think they need to win their fan base over.
Yup.
Yeah.
They need to get, like a player that will turn the media, right?
Okay.
Win the fans over,
I know a guy.
give more focus again.
I know a couple guys.
They, like you said about the Browns, they have a lot of spots they need to fill. I think the Giants do as well. And why don't you go 2 for 1? They need to shut down corner. And you imagine this guy lined up next to Malik Neighbors from time to time.
What?
Giants select Travis Hunter, cornerback and wide receiver out of Colorado.
Okay.
Because I know what you were thinking. I set you up to think Ashton Genty, right?
Yeah.
Fill the void of Barkley. I think they're okay with Tyrone Tracy. This draft is absolutely
good.
loaded with running backs if they need to go get another guy.
loaded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which they
I
probably
think
might.
you take the best guy on the board right now. Maybe consider trading back, getting some more assets, but I think you just go get a guy. For the love of God, just get a guy.
Get your guy.
All right. Let's talk real quick.
This is the whole premise of the podcast.
What does this team need the most?
You tell me.
A fucking quarterback, okay? So why not get a quarterback that wants to play for your team? In
Makes
Shador
sense.
Sanders.
Yup.
Yeah, he had the hat on his backpack.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. A little swagger. Bring it in there. He's got a good mentality of, hey, let's get this shit done.
He's ready for the New York media.
I heard
Let's
him
get
talking.
this shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my pick for the New York Giants at number 3.
Nice. Number 3. With the third overall pick in the NFL draft of 2025. That's right. We're going Shador Sanders. Prime time, baby. Yeah. Y'all want to talk all that Daniel Jones? They said we missed out on Jaden Daniels. We got running back. We got the 3rd pick this year. We're going to do what we got to do. And we need someone to save us from getting fired. And that's who we're going to put all our bread in is on Shador.
Okay. I can see that, too.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not counting that out.
If they don't do something, Daboll and the GM are both getting fired.
And they need a quarterback bad.
I mean, you can see. I can see Travis Hunter being their savior too. I do think they go down the veteran quarterback route and take someone younger later on,
like Aaron Rodgers.
That's where I'm sitting at right now.
Okay, they gotta do something to
Potentially
save
Aaron
themselves.
Potentially Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers.
That's a good way to get everyone fired.
Are you mad?
I'm just saying. I've seen it once.
Hold on. So Aaron Rodgers going to New York. The Giants could go either one of two ways. One, he's on this revenge tour. Everything was fucked up with the Jets. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to stay in the same stadium and just fuck it up. I'm going to go win another MVP. I'm going to go crazy. Go on all the medicine I need to get on. Okay?
Yep.
I'm going to be the GOAT. That's what he's going to do. And then revive the Giants with not only his play on the field, but maybe some ayahuasca too.
Yep.
Or
maybe some more empty.
He's got some evil plan. He's going to be on a Sean McDermott when it comes to New York City. He's going to take down both the Jets and the Giants and walk off like Joker when he's leaving the hospital. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers to both New York franchises. That's the way I see it going. But 4th overall, the New England Patriots select. Oh, my phone ringing?
Yeah.
What the
Don't tell me it's Jerry Jones.
Chill. It's Tom.
No.
It's Tom. You want to trade up?
It's Tom.
What are you giving me?
What?
Tommy.
All right, bet. Let's make it happen. The Raiders trade up to 4 overall. They jump 2 spots ahead.
Oh, it's because Tom Brady knows the Patriots well. Oh.
Hey, Mike.
I see.
I'm going to need a favor. I've been mentoring Shador Sanders for all these years, and we need him.
Every time we lose.
So without further ado, Raiders trade up 4th overall to take Shador Sanders, quarterback out of Colorado.
Okay.
They absolutely need a franchise quarterback.
Yup. Vegas, baby.
Listen, I know Shador's going to be good, okay? But the thing is, if you put the right pieces around him, he's going to be all right. If he was to fall within the top 3 picks here, to any of those 3 franchises, is going to be a shit show. You get him in the same building as his mentor, Tom Brady. You build around him. You already got Brock Bowers. Maybe go get yourself a running back later down the road. Keep building the offensive line. Set Shador up for success. Shador Sanders to the Raiders.
Okay.
I kind of like that.
You like that?
But
You like that?
at 4,
Fo.
the New England Patriots are going to stick there.
All right.
And I'll say they take best overall. Best prospect left. That's right there. Yeah, some smoke screens happened here and there. They're getting cornerback Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Travie.
they need an offensive line. They need a defensive line. There are so many in this draft that you're able to go, okay, I get this player who I know can help us turn it around.
All right.
And they're able to hold back and get an offensive line and a defensive line later on.
Some lockdown corners, too.
Yeah. And you just got another one.
With
Yeah.
Gonzalez over there.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pose a receiver,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
Could use
Double
one
down.
of those.
Every now and then.
Because they also need everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the number 4 pick in the 2025 draft, we are going with Tet McMillan. Last year they got Drake May.
Okay.
He got Cannon, athletic, promising quarterback.
No.
Let's pair him up with a 6'4" beast. This is exactly what the Bengals did. We got a nice quarterback. Next year, top 10 pick. Line him up with Jamar Chase. Look at that.
Boom.
Line this dude up with his weapon for his career, basically, for the next 8 years. You'll be locked in, 6'4", freak wide receiver, freak, quarterback. I'm saying he's pretty close to a freak.
Is he
Yeah,
freak or almost?
He's freaky.
a little freaky.
Oh, just a little freaky.
Freaky
He's a little freaky. So yeah, we're going Tet McMillan, number 4.
Number 4.
And I mean, we already saw Vrabel. He loved AJ Brown. He said, "Let's get a big old wide receiver."
Let's do this again
Yeah.
Worked pretty good.
and make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to maybe keep him around this time.
Robert Kraft, can we just keep him? Let's not fuck this up.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. All right. To round off my top 5.
Top
my
5, top
way
5, top 5.
too early mock draft 0.5. Like I said, if you want to go check out the rest of the picks that we got, the remaining, the full 32, check out the blog post, tanktalkpodcast.com. So to cap off my top 5, I got the Jaguars staying right there.
Jag.
Jagging off.
They're always jagging off.
Always.
Facts.
Maybe the past 2 seasons, maybe too much.
Definitely too much.
But now this season, they're like, all right, let's take a step back and just relax, okay? So with that being said, they need some protection for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
They already got their wide receiver 1, Brian Thomas Jr. last year.
Huh.
We need to keep Trevor Lawrence healthy, okay? We're going to go ahead and get the best offensive tackle in the draft, Will Campbell, offensive tackle, LSU Gold Doggers.
LSU, that's my team.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is priority number 1, especially after all the money they paid him last year. Ended up being taken off for the rest of the season due to injury.
Yep.
Will Campbell's everything you're looking for in offensive tackle, and I think he ran an impressive, I think it was like a 5 or under 5.0
Yeah, just under.
40-yard dash, and for his size,
It's pretty
it's
good.
pretty solid. So I got the Jaguars taking a safe pick here and taking Will Campbell.
Look at the Chargers last year.
Well, the Jaguars
Jagging off.
taking a safe pick? Nah, they don't do that. The Jaguars? Number 5, here we go. Duval.
Hey.
Former offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? He likes his weapons.
Yeah.
So let's get a wide receiver, Tet McMillan. 2 tall fucks just out there.
I like it.
Running around, catching some balls, all right?
They're going to be in London like, yo, what is this sport?
What is going on?
Just some tall fucks.
These real-life Jaguars?
They got 2
Yeah.
goalkeepers out there.
Hey, they're down there somewhere.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Protection. Who needs it?
Yeah.
Chuck
If they're down there, just
Throw
Chuck
it up.
it.
Chuck it up.
that's the Jags for you.
Hey, could be
I
Mac
can
Jones,
see
too.
it. I can see it. All right, Donnie, what do you think?
All right. With the number 5 pick.
Time out. I just realized we've been singing the wrong song the whole time.
Isn't
There
it?
goes-
Yeah, we were just going.
Dun, 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 dun. Or no, that's not it either.
Do, 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 do.
All right, but nonetheless, what you got?
I got Will Campbell, offensive tackle. Yeah.
Safe pick.
We're on to something.
You don't just have your
Now
quarterback.
you're the one copying me? I'm joking.
It's
I'm joking.
because he goes first.
He got me.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, he got me. Yeah, we're going offensive tackle. They need to protect Trevor Lawrence. They gave $1 billion, unrightfully so, too. So, fuck the Jags.
I'll give you a bonus.
Hey,
Because since I had the Raiders traded up,
yeah,
What does that mean?
I'll give you a
we're
bonus.
getting a bonus.
We all getting bonuses?
If you want to share it.
Yeah, we all go 6.
I'm mainly just doing it because I had the Raiders trading up.
Yeah, let's
and
just
the
do
Patriots
it.
trading back. Ted McMillan,
Oh,
Still got him.
wide receiver out of Arizona. Patriots, go get him.
okay.
You got to think about it too. It's like, okay, we need a weapon. I know we gave up our chances of getting Will Campbell, but this draft again is absolutely loaded with offensive tackle. They have plenty of opportunity to go do that, and also you got to think too the assets they got back just from trading back 2 spots because the Raiders are going to give up the house for Shador Sanders. I'm just saying,
Good.
I can see it happening.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and one of the smoke screens that's getting thrown out there. Yeah, Shador, he seems like he's all that, you know. And just don't seem like he's going to be a guy. Sounds like something Tom Brady would say.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
You guys sharing your bonuses, yeah or no? Is it exciting?
You want to?
Yeah, I got my 6.
Okay.
You got your SIGs?
Both.
I already handed those out.
Yeah.
I got Abdul Carter going to The Raiders.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Putting him next to Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby, disgusting.
Pretty fire.
All right. I'll say it. Number 6, the Las Vegas Raiders are getting Ashton Genty.
Oh!
Pete Carroll loves running the ball.
Facts.
Why not get the best running back in the draft?
Does he really? I mean,
I see what you're doing. That's only in the big games, though.
okay.
Oh, the
Because
biggest
Raiders,
game.
I mean, they're probably not going to be playing a lot of big games, if you know what I mean.
God, they might.
Nope, they probably won't.
Okay. Oh, so perfect pick then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It works out. So if you guys want to, tune into and see our remaining mock drafts 0.5, way too early mock draft 0.5, head to tanktalkpodcast.com and check those out because I'll tell you what, like I was saying earlier, because in years past I normally switch mine up a lot. I don't know if I'm doing that this year. I'm confident with what I got here, unless some crazy news comes out.
I think we got to wait for the pro days and see what happens
100%.
with the guys who didn't go in the combine.
100%. Isn't it crazy? I just want to talk about this too. We don't got to spend a lot of time. I just want to mention this. Like, this offseason has flown by so far.
Yeah.
Next week,
Draft's
or the
coming.
week after, it's free agency already.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
So, absolutely insane. Donnie, how many days are we till football?
184.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just like that.
Another one.
Well, I mean, we got 23 days until baseball. Opening day.
Whoa.
In case you were wondering.
Whoa.
I know you're a big baseball guy.
Well,
Who would've
I know
known?
who is big on baseball. I'm glad you brought this up.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
real quick. Shout out Nadia. She let me know who her favorite baseball player was.
I just don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't know his name. Shoutout Ohhanti.
Shout out who?
I just don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't know his name. Shoutout Ohhanti.
Shoutout Ohhanti.
Means family.
So wait a second. Did you not let her read it?
Nope.
As she said it? No chance?
That's how she pronounces it, yeah.
You just said, hey, what's his name?
I don't know how he came up, I'll be honest. She said it differently than that. So this time she was confident with this one.
She said, okay, I got it.
Shoshay.
Because
Shoutout Ohhanti.
the one before I recorded was way worse than that. Not even close.
Donnie,
So
what's
I'm
his
glad
name?
23 days
I
to
ain't
baseball. But
So high.
0 days until we make y'all some money. You know what time it is. Check your watch. It's time to spread the bread. Obviously, if you don't know yet, I know I was busy the past week, been slacking a little bit, but Spread the Bread has its own channel, STB_Tank Talk Pod. Make sure you're subscribed to that on YouTube, follow on Instagram. If you're new here, in the off-season format, we just make one pick a night.
That's it. Something like
Anything. It could be money or no money line. No money line. It could be player props, total unders, over-unders, or spreads. Hence the name, Spread the Bread. So
Hey.
I'll kick things off. How about that?
Hey, let me tell you something.
What's that?
Austin Reeves last week.
Oh, great pick. Paid.
Great pick. Yeah.
I-
Sorry about Luka though, but he did get a triple double.
I was
so
going to
it's
say,
like,
I should have just swung for the fences. I was thinking about going Luka triple-double. Should have just done that.
yeah,
I think he finished with 19 points. I did over 30 and a half.
yeah.
Tough.
Oh, I
Super
was
tough.
almost picking the under. I couldn't do it though. I wanted to, but I couldn't do it.
Can't. I tell you what, when they play in Dallas, though, going over on that bitch.
Hey, we'll see.
He just played Dallas. He went under.
No, it was.
Oh, that was in L.A. though.
It was in LA.
Oh,
when he
in
played
Dallas.
in Dallas, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
I
see.
Ball game. But speaking of Lakers, I'm gonna stick with them again because it seems like Lakers are they're the Brinks truck right now. It doesn't matter who they got out there, who they're playing. I'm taking Lakers -9 against the shitty poo-poo New Orleans
Poo-poo
Pelicans.
caca.
Shitty poo poo.
Yeah.
Is Zion playing?
Who cares?
He's got that new tattoo. You know?
Doesn't matter.
Sure.
Because that matters.
Sure.
That tattoo is terrible.
Who y'all got?
I ain't
All
gonna
right,
lie.
I got who they playing? I got to set you there. We're going to the Knicks Warriors game.
Warriors.
Bay Area. Anyways, we got Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes.
JB.
At plus 102. How you doing? Keep it moving. Little lefty form.
I'm rocking with one of the OGs.
Fuck Kevin Durant. That's what you're talking about?
I hope it's Kevin Durant now.
We're going Kevin Durant. Over 24.5 at plus 100. Let's go.
Can't make this shit up, folks.
You're bullshit.
Nah, I'm dead.
Let's go.
Shout out Base Guy.
They're playing for a spot, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking earlier how the Mavs are falling off. The Suns are right there behind them. So Kevin Durant's coming out there over 24.5.
Yeah, he's got to perform. Because he said, because I'm getting the fuck out of here.
As he should.
Yeah. All right. Good luck with your picks. This week again, just going off of vibes. Going off of vibes again. I feel like that's going to be most of the offseason until we get to the real nitty-gritty of the NFL season.
Get a little nitty, get a little gritty.
Hey, we'll get there.
Hit the gritty.
But before we get out of here, the whole world's talking about this. Nobody expected this to happen out of this man's 20-year career. Sent the world on fire. No one's seen it coming. John Cena.
Couldn't see him.
No one saw it coming.
It's the best way to put it. No one saw it coming. John Cena turns heel. Turns his back.
What?
On the WWE Universe. All those Make-A-Wishes, he has the most Make-A-Wishes ever in their foundation's history.
What? Okay.
He said, fuck them kids. He said,
Fuck
make a wish. I'm going to break a wish tonight.
Boy.
Yeah. He said, fuck them. With one little nod from the final boss, one little cutthroat from the final boss, smoke him like a black and mild. That's what John Cena did. Boom!
And there
Right
goes,
to the ween.
And there goes Cody Rhodes.
The American Nightmare's ween. He's done.
So I don't understand why they got beef.
John Cena sold his soul to The Rock, the final boss, alongside Travis Scott for whatever reason. Why Travis Scott was there.
Straight up.
Shout out Travis Scott. He had the sage.
Straight up.
Yeah. And also,
Good vibes.
I mean, they beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of him. So, Donnie, I know this is the perfect time to get into wrestling. The wrestling is cool again. Everyone's back on. They were talking about this on all media platforms. They had a segment on First Take about it. ESPN, it was everywhere. ESPN sent a notification out. John Cena just turned heel. It's everywhere right now. Two of the biggest Hollywood stars right now coming out of WWE all time. The Rock and John Cena have combined to join forces. So just to try to summarize this whole thing for you.
So they're a tag team now.
As far as we know.
Oh, that'd be kind of crazy.
They joined forces. So just to give you like a little summary on it, Donnie. The Rock sold out to Hollywood years ago.
He been killing.
He has been.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, he is now a board member of TKO. TKO is the company that owns WWE and UFC. So his whole gimmick, the final boss, whatever he says goes. And so he was trying to take Cody Rhodes away from the fans. So sell out, Cody. Be the corporate champion. Sell me your soul. Be my champion. Be the company's champion. Fuck these people, basically. We're going to run this shit. Anything you want in the world, you can have it. It's in the palm of your hands. All you got to do is sell your soul to me.
He said, yeah, I'm down.
Cody Rhodes said, hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
In front of everybody.
Yeah.
No bleeping nothing. He meant it. And
Yeah.
so John Cena won the Elimination Chamber. John Cena is a guy, like I said, he's been the face of America, bro.
Ricky Stanicki, baby.
He's been everyone's, hero for 20-plus years. Never wanted to turn his back on anybody. Hustle, loyalty, and respect is the three things he stood for.
Oh, yeah.
But he said, you know what? After loss, after loss, after loss, these past couple years, I'm going on this farewell tour. He lost at the Royal Rumble. He said, you know what? I'm about sick of this shit. I'm doing what's best for business.
What is best for business?
I'm putting my, all these years I've, put in the blood, sweat, and tears for this business. I'm over it, bro. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. I'm selling out. Because right now he's tied for the most world championship wins all time with Ric Flair, 16. He wants to get that 17 bad. And he's going to do whatever he needs to do it. So he joined forces with The Rock, turned his back on Cody Rhodes. And Travis Scott smacked the fuck out Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I saw that. He looked like he was snuffing him.
Yeah.
Like legit, like he's injured.
It looked like just punches to the face. Ain't that fun?
So I don't know how long Travis Scott's going to be in the picture for because we can't let that happen.
Dude's just coming in here and snuffing people. It's crazy.
And so there's a thing called...
He went sicko mode.
He did go sicko mode. There's a thing called receipts in wrestling where if something like that happens, it's going to happen to you. So if he gets in the ring with Cody again, he's probably going to smack the shit out of him.
He going to be calling Kylie.
But it's... Yeah, he's definitely 100%.
Hell.
Kylie, Cody Rhodes just smacked me in the mouth. But this is the biggest thing. Probably since Hulk Hogan turned heel. It was almost a similar situation.
Yeah. Pretty much like that. And remember Stone Cold?
Yeah, that was like...
It's like a pinch of that, though.
Yeah.
Only because he's with The Rock.
Do you have any,
The Rock's
do you have
the
any
boss,
questions? You're not the wrestling guy. What was your perspective on this whole thing? That's what I need to know.
I saw the video. John Cena walking to the middle. And The Rock is standing ominously back there telling him.
Yeah.
And he gave him the kick, knocked him out, and Travis Scott came and beat his ass. What were they doing before that? Like, why were they in the middle with The Rock behind him? That's what I don't know what's going on there. Like, what? I didn't watch, so I don't know exactly why they were just in the middle chilling, and then he just decided to whoop his ass.
So what happened was there was a match before that. It's called the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
4 people are locked in their pods. 2 people start the match. It's literally this big cage structure that holds them in. It's like last man standing type of deal.
Okay.
So if you get pinned, every 5 minutes someone comes out their pod. If you get pinned, you're eliminated. You're out. John Cena won it. And so the winner of that went on the WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes for the belt.
Okay.
And so he's standing there celebrating, being the good guy, cheering Cody on because they were friends. They respected each other, whatever. Cody came out. They were going to shake hands. Then The Rock came out because The Rock gave Cody Rhodes until Saturday to give him an answer on if he's going to sell him his soul or not.
So then The Rock was like,
Plan B.
you want to step up and take this guy's spot?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said, I'm in.
Yep. Because he's desperate. He's winning that 17th championship.
And run out of time.
Yeah. Literally, his whole thing on his farewell tour, the last time. Because his whole thing was the time is now. He said the last time.
So was that the rest of 25?
His towel said is, fuck them kids, basically what it's going to say. That's what it needs to say.
Nice.
And so every Make-A-Wish kid John Cena's ever helped, I just seen this on Twitter, just turn into Dust Thanos style.
No. No.
That's what happened. It's basically what happened. Gone.
I saw Drizzy was there.
Yeah, he was in the back. So was Deion Dawkins.
Put Deion Dawkins over Drake on the screen. But I will say, O'Shea Jackson, he's a big wrestling fan. You know Ice Cube's son?
Yeah.
He said they've asked him multiple times, like, if they want to show him, and he always said no. But, like, once he did the movies and all that, he's like, yeah, sure. So they ask you permission if you want to. But my thing is, like, if you're trying to be low-key, don't sit behind the commentary table because you're going to be on the whole night. And he's sitting there dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't got to do all that, bro.
No.
No, you could have sat somewhere. Well,
He said
in a
he's a
box
fan
or
now, though.
something. Yeah, they said he canceled his Australia tour to go check it out.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Drizzy was there and Travis Scott was punching this dude. Which
I
was
just wanted to
looking
get your
like
perspective
real
because-
punches, and John Cena was kicking this other dude in the nuts.
I want to get your perspective because a lot of people who aren't watching wrestling, they're watching now because of this.
It was on Twitter a little bit.
Yeah,
It was on Twitter,
Yeah.
which
This is the time to
is
lock
not
in,
usually
too.
ever on my Twitter. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
One of the craziest moments in wrestling.
Came to my Twitter.
Yeah.
So something might be going on.
Yeah. Something to keep an eye on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The way you act, like your persona on the show, I know that's who you are outside here, which is definitely what we promote here. Because, guys, I'll be honest with you, if this wasn't a recording,
It's the same
we
thing.
would still have these conversations.
It's
We
the
would
same
still
thing.
act the same.
Yeah.
I would still think Brock Purdy is trash.
All right. I don't know why you need to bring him up.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
always on your mind. He's always on your mind.
like he knows, like he's all right. But he's saying this because he believes in it, and he's exemplifying it on the show.
Lost one
That's what
eventually.
wrestling is, bro. You're a heel against Brock Purdy.
So is The Rock going out there and doing stuff now, or does he just only commentate, kind of like talk?
He's just the final boss. He does what he wants.
He basically shows up whenever and just does whatever.
So does he beats people up then?
Oh,
Well, last year
Yeah.
he was
he'll show up for
beating Cody's
WrestleMania.
ass. Yeah.
Oh, so he just hates
And then
this
there was
guy.
a whole thing. Yeah.
It's a whole long story. Like we could spend like 3 hours on this, bro. This shit is deep.
He hates him because he's a new young guy or something, or what?
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
So it started because The Rock's dad was a wrestler, and so was Cody Rhodes' dad, Dusty Rhodes. They were like best friends.
They're two dads?
Mhm.
Okay.
The Rock is like 12 years older than Cody, so
Yeah.
he's seen them grow up. And Dusty Rhodes was a hero of The Rock's. This goes along with the story too. And he was obviously sad. Cody Rhodes' dad passed 2015. And so they sort of built the story off of like, come on, man, we got to do this together. I'm running this whole thing. I've seen you grow up. I've seen what you've been through. You can literally have it all. I control everything. You could have it all. This is what your dad wants. And he said he sold soul to fans. He doesn't want nothing to do with the final boss. That's what he gets.
Teach him a lesson then.
He did. And it's just a start.
Kevin Hart going to be out there smacking him around next.
No way.
Hey, if we talk about The Rock here, I can see it.
Different Rock.
I'm telling you, give it a shot, bro. Now is the time to watch. It's mainstream as hell right now.
I saw they had, what's his name out there too? Chris Paul? No, not Chris Paul.
Not CP3, no.
What's his name? Logan Paul? Jake Paul?
Logan.
Logan Paul was out there too. Is that the one that's not the, okay, yeah. Not the boxer one, the other one.
Oh, he boxes
Yes.
too. That's the thing.
Kind of.
Well, he used to box. Now he doesn't really.
Nobody fucking likes him.
No one likes him there either?
No, they hate him.
No one likes him anywhere. Mike Tyson don't even like him.
No, he stinks.
But that goes into his character, though.
Yeah, I can see him being a hateable guy. It fits right in.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wrestlers make fun of him all the time.
Is he getting smoked around too or no? Or no one touches him?
He's actually a
He's
decent
actually,
wrestler.
he's actually good.
Yeah.
He's a good performer.
Yeah.
Can't really talk. Like, he don't really got a character, though. That's the problem. Wrestling, like
He just himself?
WWE is like, it's about the athletics and everything, too, the choreographic and everything. But you got to be able to, you need a character to be interesting.
So what's Travis Scott? Just a dickhead out there?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
That's-
He's just there.
Yeah.
He just shows up and starts snuffing people?
a celebrity guy, yeah.
It's crazy.
Because Fiend is the song for
Fiend.
WrestleMania. So
Fiend. He does their,
this is kind of their
he does the
celebrity
Ross
guy.
theme song, too.
Oh, yeah.
Fall by fall, I take my windows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So, give it a shot, man. Now's the time to watch it. They ramped this shit up. I'll pull it up. This is what he said to him. Whoa. Dinner,
Swerve
please.
in that corner. Ooh.
Hey, this is it.
Yeah, it's the last thing of the show. Then
Talk about taste test. I had a jalapeno cream cheese taquito roll from 7-Eleven for dinner.
You said what?
You about to shit your pants. I swear to you. He said he got a taquito roll from.
Who said this?
Cody Rhodes during the show.
You deserve to get kicked in the...
I told you he deserved what was coming.
What's
All
his
right, but
problem?
nonetheless, we got to get up out of here. I know. Shout out Steve for coming in. He just laid it all out on the line for us.
Stavi, blitz, bama, blitz, baby.
Stavi told us everything we need to know about March Madness and the NBA. Caught us up to speed.
Yeah.
I think I'm going perfect in my bracket challenge. I just want to let y'all know.
Oh, okay.
I'm going perfect.
I'm gonna win my own merch.
So I don't even got to put one in there because y'all going perfect, double perfect. I got Bama.
All of us.
Well,
go
see,
perfect.
only one of us go perfect on for your big Bama.
I got Bama.
Y'all want to cheat the system and all just do one?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
What are you saying?
I don't
Did you hit me with the Cody Rhodes right now?
Hey. I can't do it. Go ahead.
I dare you.
Go ahead. Hey, go fuck yourself.
I'll kick him in the nuts right now for you.
Or that being said,
The final
make
take.
sure you're following us on all social media platforms at Tank Talk _pod. Make sure you're subscribed to us here on our YouTube Tank Talk podcast.
Or your mom's a hoe.
Yeah. And stay up to date with everything Tank Talk on our website, tanktalkpodcast.com. Way too early mock draft 0.5s will be posted later this week. Or by the time you hear this down the road, if you ever circle back to this episode, they'll probably be posted at that point. We're in the lying season. Keep your head on a swivel. Not everything is real. Don't believe everything. Teams are trying to get leverage on other teams on these draft picks. Shout out to the Raiders. I see you.
Gotcha.
Exactly what's going on. CJ Stroud was a big dumb dipshit a couple years ago. Look how that turned out for the Carolina Panthers. Just saying. Just saying.
Now it's all right, though. Now it's decent. It's not as bad.
So,
Still bad, though.
Thanks
All
to
right.
Rod Wave.
Yeah, shout out Robert.
hopefully y'all had enough hate today from hating as Donnie because you're not going to be hearing from guaranteed a week, potentially 2 weeks. Shout out to Stavi for joining us.
Yo, Packers. Y'all some bums.
There you go.
Packers, listen. You don't like to tush push? Go win some games. How about you go win a first round playoff game? How about that? How about this? Yeah, go win a game in Brazil, you bucko. Get out of here.
What do you got to say to Steve Smith?
Steve Smith, my guy.
All right. See y'all next week.
The